panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers, getting no list in the band. Legacy.
Eugene.
On a rush, yeah, I know. You on the other show.
Boy.
It was a good show, yeah.
Good show. Oh my days. Boy, rushing around. Hello viewers. Yeah. Thank you for waiting. Very sorry that it's a few minutes late over. But thank you for being there. Eugene. Whoa, it's been a busy day for me. Yeah, I'm still a bit out. How you been, Eugene?
I'm okay. After a long chat with you, I went to take a nap, right? Then I wake up, then I find a whole list of injuries.
It didn't take very long for our plans to suddenly fall apart, did it? All that hope. I mean, this is going to be a real test for Nuno, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the rest of the squad to see what type of new team that we're formulating, the new type of dressing room that we have. It's really going to, I think this is the time for people to start stepping up. And I think some players have, some players haven't. But, we'll just see. Anything else interesting happening, Eugene?
I guess the biggest debacle now is the Argentina and Brazil-Argentina match, and with, Romero and Lo Celso being caught in the middle of it. But that could be a big discussion that we'll be going into, right? Big discussion.
Are you a little bit worried?
About what?
What we're gonna do when the team comes back? Do you think this international break kind of like
it broke us?
I mean, I thought it might be good. We might be able to sit back, enjoy the fruits of our labor. Well, not our labor, but the labor of the players.
Yeah.
I thought there would be some reflection and we'd be in a happier mood. Or are we the type of fan base that's been so traumatized in the past that we have this thing in the pit of our tummy that's saying to us, ooh, beware, the eyes of Mars. What do you think, Eugene?
To tell the truth, that's part of being a Spurs fan, right? But the only thing is, whatever happens, we still have to give our support, right? No matter whatever happens, like I said, this season, I want positive energy for the players on the pitch, on the bench, and to Nuno. Give him the trust that he will do something for us, right? And of course, like you said, the big test is coming up with all the things that's been happening, the missing players and all that. So I guess it's Nuno time.
Nuno time. He's magic,
Yeah.
Yeah. Eugene, we've got viewers out there. There's about 20 plus of them out there. 21 now. I think they might start to go up as other streams start to close down. We may get more fans coming on to visit us. But for the time being, we've got some lovely fans that are already here. Shall we step back and have a little look at them? Yeah.
Give a big shout out to them.
Okay. Let's have a little look into the comments and see who we've got. AM Singh.
Big up
this guy's fast becoming like one of the favorites out there in the comments.
Yeah, he's becoming one of us.
He's becoming one of us. Do you think there may be a possibility that maybe we could get him to come on without the camera, just with the voice? I'd like to hear his voice. He's got some wonderful opinions. I do like. He's very fair. He's not extreme on right or left, but he seems to be very fair in the middle. So big up to you, AM Singh. Lovely name, by the way. And over here, I've got this lovely gentleman who's always in the comments, Eugene. Strange enough, I don't think I put a comment up, did I? Bad for me.
Yeah, time. Yeah.
And look, the viewers out there, they genuinely like you, Eugene. They're always bigging you up. I think it's I think you have some magic there, a bit like Nuno, huh? Anyway, so we're going to move on swiftly on. Oh, wait a second. He's magic, Nuno.
Yeah.
Right. Mark Swift, big up to Mark Swift as well. Absolutely love it. I mean, has there been a show when Mark hasn't been in our chat?
No, Mark's always there too. Mark is one of us too.
Yeah. I think if there were prizes we could give, medals we could give, I would give all of our viewers these type of medals to say thank you very much for turning up, putting up with our, our ugly mugs and so on, listening to whatever type of things that we speak about. But let's have a look now. Mark Swift, he's sorry about this, guys. Sorry for the slight delay. All the viewers out there watching. But I think maybe the other stream is still going on. So I was thinking maybe we might have delayed it a little bit so that we could let that stream finish. And viewers out there, just in case you're wondering which stream we're talking about, originally there was Paxton Road TV. They were having a stream. Then after that was Tommy Talk Balls. He was having a stream. And now it's, Talk to K. We've had a Tuesday night stream, for a very long time before. We used to call it Three Wise Men. So pretty much we've had the Tuesday night slot for a very long time. I always wanted it to be right at the end. So let all the other channels out there, do their shows early in the evening, get the main discussions out of the way. Our channels, our show's a little bit different, isn't it, Eugene?
We like to do different.
I think we're slightly different. Right, who else have we got now? Let's have a look now. Mark Swift, he's saying, you know what? He was actually happy with the delay. He was smoking. And for all the young fans and viewers out there, smoking is bad. And footballers do not smoke.
Yes.
And neither should you. Never, ever get started. If you are smoking, then I fully understand because I'm also a smoker. It's one of those silly decisions I made when I was at university.
In life.
I think you've had pressure in your life and you've unfortunately succumbed to the cigarette as well, which is I think our generation is probably going to be the last ones that are associated with this. Because the newer generation has got things like vape machines and balloons and all kinds of other paraphernalia, right? Right. And look, you know what? Mark Swift, big you up. Good on you, mate. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad for you. He's already put that in. Yeah. And you've already written down that it's a very expensive habit, especially now with taxation and so forth taking over.
True.
You would not believe, but I think in this country, I think it's about 92% taxation on cigarettes, or 94. So it's like out of every pound, the government takes 92p. I mean, how on earth they afford to do the large profits that these cigarette companies do? But it's a dying breed. We're a dying breed. Once we go, everyone's going to have much more healthy lungs. Unfortunately, the atmosphere not might be great. Mark Swift, it's even more expensive at 41. Oh, showing your age now. Craig Bowler. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the show, Craig. Disaster of an international break. Sanchez, Romero, and Lo Celso in quarantine for 10 days. Son with a calf strain. Skip with a groin. Ryan says,
Ryan, yeah. True.
I mean, look, Sessinon has shown that he's up for it. So that's I do see that with Sessinon. And Shamu. Woo! Is the runway clear, Mr. K? All clear for landing. We have landed. The eagle has landed. Right. Mr. Edwardson.
Yeah. Hi,
hello to you, sir. Absolutely. I would try to pronounce your first name, but I probably will end up butchering it. So that's why I always say Mr. Edwardson. Talk and ball.
Colin.
Colin. That's it. Colin. Hello, Colin.
Hi, Colin.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for coming to the stream. Yes. And this is Graham.
Yes, this is Graham.
Graham, good evening to you. Now, when Graham first came onto the stream, I thought it said GRL58. I thought it said Girl 58. I'm very sorry for that one. But I tell you what, since then, it's stuck in my brain. Probably stuck in the brains of the viewers too. He's, you know what? I love to see people laughing. Cody Mac. Cody. Mac. On my days, I did it. Right,
those
Kim
was a
B.
long time ago.
Big
Kim
up
B.
all Tottenham crew worldwide. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I second that. Big up all Tottenham crew worldwide. In fact, if you love football, big you up too. Because at the end of the day, we love football first. The club is our passion. Football is the game that we all enjoy. And football first. Scott M, absolute pleasure to have you on. Ooh, only evil YouTubers smoke. I'm very sorry, viewers. But it's just one of those things. Look, I put my hands up and say that sometimes you pick up bad habits when you're young, and it's very hard to get rid of. I live in London. I got Boris as a prime minister, so you know.
And we've changed Prime Minister 2 times. So
it's one of those things. Cody's in the house. Jamie,
Hi, Jamie.
Jamie, how you doing? You know what? I love Jamie's little icon picture, man. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Pure class. Jamie, it's a pleasure to hear you in there. And your comments are absolutely brilliant, Jamie. So brilliant. Yeah. Pete from the lane. Anyone from the lane. Anyone from the lane. Big you up. All right. Big up, lads. I love these streams. Don't you think that now that with these injuries, we should try to get Fernando Llorente back as a free agent? I feel we need a backup striker for the games we have. Big lad, played for us before, got some lovely memories in the Champions League. He's one of the reasons why we ended up in the semi-final in the first place. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much, Pete from the lane, for reminding me of those lovely memories of Llorente. Big up Llorente for using his hip to get the ball in the back of the net. Jonathan Mills. That's me. I'm not too sure what he's referring to, but Jonathan Mills, it's an absolute pleasure to have you in the stream. And apparently we are praying for Mr. K.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that's blessed. Really do appreciate that. Eugene, yes. We've got the usual type of things that we normally do when we start off a show. One of the things that we do, because obviously we're here at the Will Stewart's THFC Rants channel, and you know the reason why this channel exists is because there are some people that have decided to become Patreons and YouTube members. Eugene, I'm just going to put them up on the screen so I can just quickly give them a shout out. I'm hoping this is the updated list. There we go. Viewers out there, these are our lovely Patreon members and YouTube members. And the Patreon members are Spartan7 Gaming, Wayne Bonner, Mama Coates, Celery Agent, AG, Gaguma, Tony Co, Alex Burton, Bob Spur TV, John N, and Colin Lumsden. Colin Lumsden, his name wasn't on there before. I think he's been added on there. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Stuart, for adding that, completing this list of here. Eugene, you remember when I turned around and said a very long time ago when we were in Three Wise Men that I would love to see the right-hand page filled up as well? And guess what? We've got it filled up. These are the YouTube members. Matt Hayes.
Yeah, Matty.
You know, viewers out there, if you got to go out there and look for some updates on what's happening with Spurs, you know, what are the latest transfer rumors, what other things, the latest news and clips like that, visit Matt Hayes. Matt Hayes' channel is absolutely fantastic. Go find it, hit it, give it a like, give it a subscribe, put it on the notification bell, because when it comes on, you want to go into it straight away. Because sometimes he does flash streams. They're like half an hour, 20-minute flash streams, and you don't really want to miss them because you want to get in there. He is an incredible person you can ask questions to, and he will answer them in a quick and concise manner. We got over here Cisays. I love that name. Danny Kriako, Wayne Bonner, Dan THFC. Dan THFC, incidentally, is the Yid kid. Absolutely fantastic kid, full of knowledge. Amazing how he analyzed the game for such a young man. Tony Co, who's being greedy, is not only a Patreon member, he's also a YouTube member. Scott M. Hey, Scott M came on to our show last week, didn't he?
Yeah, he'll be on today. Don't worry.
Kieran McDonald, Tottenham Tantrum. I remember Tottenham Tantrum. He became a member during our show. I remember, I think it was the first show that we did for Talk to K. Brilliant. Always remember that. Colin Lumsden, another greedy person, wants to be both the Patreon member and the YouTube member. Thank you very much, Colin, as well. Kenneth, Tottenham Hotspur. Do I know Kenneth at all?
Kenneth, Tottenham Hotspur. He came on to one of Will's show about during the RANT shows a few days. He's from Norway. And Kenneth, Tottenham Hotspur is his registered legal name. So big up to him.
Big up to you, guys. I didn't know you could do that. And Dave Jones. Thank you very much, you lovely, lovely people. You have been an absolute blessing to this channel. Without you, the lights would be turned off for this channel. And viewers out there, if you want to join, if you want to help with this particular channel, what Will Stewart does, he doesn't just do a show for himself. He also tries to get as many of you viewers, including me and Eugene and anyone else. He gives us opportunities to come on. His format is absolutely brilliant. There are sometimes the views that people don't always agree with him, but at the end of the day, he's a fair man, and I think this is a fair channel, and it does reach both sides of the pond. So, as far as I'm concerned, if you want to help promote this channel in any way, go become a Patreon member. there's more revenue that comes from the Patreon members than it does from YouTube, right? I know I'm supposed to say like, subscribe, put the notification bell on, chuck in a super chat. But to tell you the truth, I think you guys already know this. If you're going to like this channel, you're going to like this channel. If you're going to subscribe, you already have. If you haven't subscribed, then please do so. It's an absolutely lovely channel to subscribe to. Put the notification bell on, and you will be updated with the next stream that comes on, because when the streams come on, that's when we're actually live. Okay, true. So unlike other channels which do pre-recorded and put the pre-recorded out there, you don't really need to have a notification bell really for that one. But you know, these type of format channels, you should have the notification bell on. And what else have we got going on? We've got some more comments that have suddenly flooded in. And where did I get to? I got to hello. I got to YouTube. I got to Jonathan Mill. We're praying, and there we go. Jamie Gill. How about getting the two Vins back to lead from the front? Jensen and Vinicius. I think that's meant to be Vinicius, right? Isius.
Yeah.
What do you think, Eugene? Jensen. No.
Jensen, no.
What about Vinicius?
Vinicius, it was cheaper, maybe. Could give him a chance. It was cheaper.
I think it's too late now. He's gone to PSV, right?
Yeah.
He's now been loaned out. Right. Yeah. Kim B, thank you very much for coming in. Can we get up a petition to have international games banned? I've had enough. There's some people, they may not support your club. They may not follow clubs so dearly, but they will follow the national team. So, you know, there's a very large audience for the national teams. There's a national pride that goes into it. The players don't get paid any extra. This is for the pride of the nations. And, you know, whichever nation you go out there and support, I think it's important to have internationals. But, Kim, I do fully understand your sentiment that right now, it's a bit funny what's going on with the internationals, isn't it? The way FIFA's going around organizing this COVID thing, the way they're bypassing protocols and things like that. And I think we mentioned something about this with Romero, Lo Celso, and so on. This thing happened.
We'll be going to that. Yeah, we'll be going to that.
Okay, a little bit, because I think we covered a little bit in Tommy Talks Ball channel. I think we covered a little bit more over there. Celery Agent, big you up. Oi, 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 oi.
Hey, hi, Neil. Good morning.
John, good morning. Yeah. Tommy
Neil's
G's in the house.
Yeah.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Evening. Who started the evening? Was it Holly?
No, good evening was started by Unai Emery. Remember?
Why are we taking the mick out of... Anyway, it doesn't matter. We've done enough mick taking out of that club, right? Yeah. Craig Bowler is in the house saying that Vinny has gone to PSG. Listen, you know what?
PSV.
Eugene, this is what I love about our fan base. They educate me.
True.
They keep me up to date with what's going on.
Yes.
And I think the Spurs fan base, I know sometimes we're divided on certain issues like Levy or the team selection or whatever it is, but as a whole, we like to inform each other.
Yep.
You know, we like to inform each other. The latest thing that comes out like 2 minutes ago, boom, it flashes like fire across the fan base, especially here on YouTube. So thank you very much, Craig. Much appreciated for letting people know. AM Singh, international breaks are the worst. You know what, Kim? I think there's going to be some people in the chat that are going to actually agree with everything that you say. Big you up, Kim, and big you up, Mr. Singh. And Tommy G, obviously, good evening. Good evening. And interesting. Maybe Poch will change him into a player. I wonder which player they're talking about.
Poch.
Poch will change him into a player. I wonder which player they're talking about. Well, one of them, probably one of ours, probably. You know,
Vincent Janssen, maybe.
Oh, no, Craig Bauer. Vinny went to PSG. No, PSV, not PSG.
PSV.
V for Victor.
Yes,
right, just PSV, to let you know.
True.
Jamie, it's a PSV. The other PS company, the one that's not the one that spends like 300 million or 200 million on a player, right? I think City's not included in that, is it?
City
Eugene, honestly, it's the international break is going to be coming to a close soon. We're going to get back into normal, football mode for our league. Eugene, what's your expectation, or what are your fears now that we're coming back from the international break? Whoa, are we too close? Are we too close to the audience? Do you think?
Yeah.
You think we're too close?
Big.
Too big.
Too
oh,
big.
there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Audience out there,
spot.
if you think we're too big, let us know. If you
It's
like
too
us like
big.
this, then brilliant, fantastic. I've changed the lighting a little bit, so I've got a little bit heavy contrast coming across there. So I may have to change the lighting next time. Eugene, you're incredibly well lit.
Yeah, have to be. Yeah, got a green screen.
And you've got a magic blue screen behind you, right?
Yeah,
unless Nuno is hanging around unless you happen to be in the stadium right now, and Nuno and Sonny have decided to just stand still for a while as a joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I mean, I used to have one of those animated backgrounds. You remember? In Three Wise Men, I used to have an animated background. It used to look like a boiler spare shop.
Yeah.
I used to pay extras to walk around in my around the back. So
I know.
Oh, I need to quickly do something. I think my machine is going to run out of juice, and I better put the power back onto it, because I've been running this machine all day and I haven't really plugged it in. So I hope I don't lose anything there. Eugene, what's your fears for the season? What's your real fears for the season?
No, I don't even want to talk about the season yet, right? The season is so long. Let's talk about next 1 month or so before the next international break comes along.
Yep.
Why don't we just touch a bit on the Romero and Lo Celso part, right? There's been a lot of news going around that, they weren't allowed to leave. And
what do you mean they weren't allowed to leave?
No, that's why I said whether they were allowed to leave.
I mean, are they? I thought internationals were really... unless there was something medically based, I thought the clubs were under the obligation to let them go to internationals. I think there has been a bit of a problem where the country, I think under COVID, was a red listed country. And if that's the case, the football match shouldn't even happen there. I don't like this idea of putting blame on players so much when it comes to these type of situations. Yeah, fair enough. If the club told them not to leave and they decide to go, the club might fine them a little bit. But at the end of the day, if you're going to represent your nation, and if you happen to be Argentinian and you're going to play against Brazil in South America, then I think there's an expectation or national pride that you have to turn up. Are we that type of team that can tell our players not to go? Expect we need you here.
No, the thing is, how you say, I think a lot of our fans now will more or less like compare us to like Liverpool, right? Liverpool didn't allow Firmino to go, and a lot of the other Brazilian players didn't go from Europe, but Neymar was there. I saw Neymar on the field, right? So in the end of the day, if you can't actually stop them, you can discourage them, okay? But at the moment now, what has happened has happened. To me, what I feel is like that. What has happened, right? We shouldn't bring so much pressure onto the boys coming back, because these boys are just, Romero just joined us, okay? He hasn't actually, hi Jamie. Romero hasn't actually played regularly yet, and try not to bring him down, right? The fans should be actually supporting them. If they had broken rules set by the club, then it's up to the club to punish them, or fine them, or reprimand them or something. But for us fans, we shouldn't jump on the bandwagon of the media starting to put negative thoughts into the heads of the fans and starting to be negative against these players. All right. What I feel is that no matter what, the players are players, right? And if they are given a chance to play for the national team, national pride comes in and all that, they will go. All this, like I said, I've coined something called FIFA-sicle, right? FIFA is to blame. That's all, right? The governing bodies are to blame. And the players are, how would you call, they are like the lambs, lambs led to the slaughter. When the country calls, you appear, right?
I think this is a fiasco.
No, they screwed up the whole what we call process of the due diligence. Like Bobby said, what the hell is wrong with all these people? Our players landed in Argentina. I don't care how they came through Argentina or through Croatia, whatever, right? They played against Venezuela first. in the first World Cup qualifying game. Then from there, I think they went back to Argentina again. Then they went to Brazil. But if the Brazilian government, right, should have not let them enter in the first place. But of course, now they said that they could have forged immigration documents and all that. And if they did, right, that's a criminal offense now. Don't forget.
Well, now, Mr. DP right here has got a particular point here that we're talking about professionals who are not just ordinary professionals. These are professionals which are in the public domain, the public figures, and they're also role models for younger people. Okay, so I think Mr. DP is right that they are adults. There should be some accountability. I 100% agree with you. Yep. But the thing is that are we scared as people to point our finger towards like FIFA, Brazil, Argentina,
FA,
England?
FA.
You know, are we kind of like, shouldn't we point our fingers at them as well as the ones down there?
No.
I think Mr. DP is right that look, I'm not absolving the players of all blame. No, 100%, right? But at the same time, I can understand the temptation that these players, these South American players, they grow up with this incredible rivalry against each other, you know, Brazil and Argentina, right? And I think to a certain degree, ever since the 1986 World Cup, there has been and also the Falklands War, there has been a sort of like mistrust of Argentinians in the media, especially from here in Britain. You know, Eugene, I don't want to tell people what they should or should not think. Because I think both sides are right. Those that are angry because these players, they did not. Now they're going to have to go into quarantine. Now they're going to miss out at least 3 games, 2 league games. Sorry, 2 league games and one international, one European game. And we need these players. We really genuinely need these players in here. So, you know, there's accountability side, right? Yeah. It's like, what were they doing? And what were the team, the managers of those Argentinian team, the manager of the Brazilian team, what were they doing? How could they let these players onto the pitch?
True.
Which is really strange. Listen, I just want to quickly put this up right now. Ritwika, been on this channel a few times, in fact. Hi, Ritwika. Thank you very much for the super chat. I'm just going to quickly read it out because there's so many comments have already popped up, and I think we're missing a few. So I want to go back to them. Don't forget, everyone, this show is Talk to Kay. You are talking to Kay. Eugene is here as well. So literally, this is about you talking to us. Okay?
Yep.
So this is your show, not my show. Okay? I'm here for you guys. Right?
Our show.
Exactly. It's ours. The Spurs family, the Spurs community, right? Because the fans don't leave. Players come and go. Administration, coaches, managers, they come and go. Maybe even the dinner lady, I don't know. But the fans, we're in for life. So we're here all the time. And it's you guys, I put this channel out, this particular show. And it's basically, you know what? I'm taking advantage of the fact that this show exists because it gives me so much information from all of you guys and we can share it together. So over here, Son, Bergwijn, and Skip, all possibly injured. Dude, that's the most, look, forget the Romero and the Lo Celso and the South American COVID thing. You know, that's malarkey. This is serious. This is really serious because Son has been our talisman when the chips are down. And recently the chips have been down. Right? We need Son, really. Right? So hopefully, if he's injured, right, hopefully Kane can step up and other players can step up. It's a bit of a shame Bergwijn. He was in such good form as well. You know, he was really putting it in there, and we're starting to see a consistent run of games that he was doing. And Skip, I think Skip, with the positions he plays, he's going to get injured throughout the season. You know, because it is quite a strong and tough midfield, you know, Højbjerg and him, very much holding players in the midfield. And they do go into challenges, full flooded and so on. So they are going to get injured. So I expect Skip every now and again to get injured and someone else to be put in his place. But Bergwijn and Son, there's not that much replacement, is there? Maybe Mora can play for Son, because I've seen Mora play on the left wing as an inside forward, and he's amazing, right? The best game I've ever seen him have play was on the left wing. Bergwijn, who plays on the right-hand side, may give maybe Hill an opportunity, maybe. You know, I don't know what Nuno might do. And Skip, who would replace Skip in the midfield? There's talk of maybe Dombele. Maybe Dele Alli can move forward. Who knows? We're going to find out very soon. Honestly, everything that we say right now is going to be pure speculation. Some of these players that may be injured might just come back in time for the game. This could be another Jose trick to undermine, let the other teams underestimate us. So let me quickly go back into the comments. Ritwika, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but thank you very much for your super chat, and thank you for bringing this up, because this is kind of important. So I'm just going to quickly come back towards the chat, and where do we get to? I think we're on Craig right now, aren't we? Are we going to throw Emerson straight in? Could be Dyer, Tanganga as a centre-back, so it's either Doherty or Emerson. I really hope Emerson is match fit. Emerson played a few games for Barcelona at the beginning of the season, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No, they brought him back from last season. He was playing for another team.
Loan for
Seville.
Betis.
Betis. So he was playing for them, and this season, the beginning of this season, he played a couple of games, I think, for Barcelona.
Friendlies?
I'm not too sure what they were. They were I saw a couple of games that he played. I don't know whether they're friendlies or not, but he played absolutely terribly. I'm hoping he does a much better job, playing for us. Let's have a little look now. And where do I get? You know what? The comments are flying in. I'm sorry if I'm a bit slow. Right, I agree with Mr. K. Tommy G, thank you. I agree with Mr. K. Viewers, don't always agree with me. Tell me when I'm wrong. Honestly, tell me when I'm wrong. Because one of the things I've always had is a misconception of what's going on. And sometimes I get the wrong end of the stick. Sometimes my emotions get ahead of my intelligence, my common sense. Luckily, I have Eugene over here, but I also have you as well to remind me when I'm wrong. Chris Monato Cowlin. All right. See, this is the thing, though, is that when some people in the media put some of our players down, the fan base think that's some sort of green light to turn around and start throwing shade on those players. True. And I think, Chris, he's a very big content creator. He's dedicated a very long time to the fan base. I used to love watching Chris's shows. I think it was really the Enoch out thing, and that really kind of pushed me further away from Chris, more towards Ben and Sim in We Are Tottenham TV. I love Tottenham TV. I don't get a chance to watch it very often, but I love the boys. Big them up, Ben and Sim. Big you up. Right. There was a time when I wasn't 100% certain as to where they stood on certain things, but the thing is, the proof of the pudding is in the doing, and they've actually done some doing. They didn't just talk about it; they actually did it. Right. Toffee20, thank you very much for coming into the stream and putting your comments up. Your comment is the authorities and government are to blame. The game should have been hosted on neutral ground. Absolutely 100% correct. Ritwika, what do you think about the injuries on the international break? We just went through that right now. I'm petrified. I've told someone in the stream previously, that we're going to win 3 games, 4-1 each.
Your prediction is always 4-1.
No. My new prediction now. My new prediction for this season is 1-0 clean sheet.
All the way.
All the way. Every game.
No, I thought you were going to change it to 5-1.
No. What I'm going to do is every game from now on till the end of the season, it's going to be 1-0. 1-0 clean sheet. I don't want not a single team this season to score a goal against us in the league. I don't care if we end up 10th, as long as we don't concede a single goal. I think that would be an amazing record for our defense. I mean, we've always had amazing attack. Yes, we have. We always had amazing attacking intent, but we've never had the defensive element, the solid midfield protecting the back four. We've never had that too much. We've never had the midfield players protecting the fallbacks on either side, right? So Aurier used to get exposed. Reguilon used to get exposed, but now with this formation of the 4-3-3, it's very compact in the middle, and we got players that will come along, push people out towards the side, and Tanganga has been absolutely blessing. I'm glad he's not injured. Mr. DP, Yes, we did cover you on the accountability. Tommy G, it's the British. They still hate the Argentinians. Maradona, Falklands, trust me. You know something? I have to actually agree with you.
Yeah. Maradona and the Falklands.
It's the hand of God and the Falklands thing.
Yeah.
I know. I think the Falklands things we could have forgiven. We could have come to terms with, because it was over a little crappy island. Yeah. We're talking about the same prime minister that went to war over a crappy island was the same prime minister who took Pinochet in. Listen, let's never get political in this show, ever, because everyone in a given moment tries to do their best, whoever they are, no matter what scale they are. Apart from Boris Johnson.
Oh, it was
right. Emerson's still there. I think Emerson could come straight in. What do you think, Eugene? Emerson straight in? Have you seen any of his play?
I think Island Life, big up to Island Life. I think
big up Island Life.
Big up to Life. I think Island Life's trying to say that Emerson didn't leave for Brazil. Yeah. Maybe he wasn't called up.
But wasn't he part of their team? Maybe he got an exemption. I don't know.
He was part of the Copa America team, but he didn't play that quite regularly or something else.
Either way, I think we have an exceptionally good player. I was impressed with Romero. I'm actually quite impressed with Emerson too. And we shall see what happens. He's going to make some mistakes at the beginning. It's going to take a little while for him to know exactly what he's doing. The only way he can ever get to that right back position is if Tanganga has to come in. That's the way I see it. Otherwise, why move Tanganga out of position?
That means we're playing 3 at the back.
We did cover that, Ritwina. Jamie, FIFA for fun. I smell the blood of an English. You know what? I was going to read it in a different way. Now I understand. FIFA for fun. Jamie, I love your comments, mate. Honest to God, I love it. Chris is in the house. Chris.
Hey, Chris. Thanks
brilliant.
for support.
Good to have you in there. Absolute big you up too, mate. Right, Tommy G, Mr. DP. Yes, there's a generic answer, but it's worrying our fan base. Think England is the center of the universe. I would like to see what would happen if we turned around to our English-based players like Kane and so on and said, no, don't go. Don't represent England. Don't represent England. We don't want you to go and represent England. This is an important game, but we don't want you to represent it. Do we have a rival team? Does England have a rival team? Germany, maybe?
Scotland.
No.
Don't go there.
No, it's not. I'm not putting the Scottish down in any way. What I'm saying is that, when you look at Argentina and Brazil, they are, at each other. There's possibilities that they can do each other. Do we have a team like that against maybe Germany's are probably our number one, isn't it? Right. France. Tommy G, the sun doesn't revolve around England side. I'm sorry, but Tottenham's in England. Arsenal's in England. The Premier League's in England. We've got an amazing products in terms of football that are in England. But I do understand what you're saying, Tommy. I think to a certain degree, it's easier to throw stones against other people than it is, yourself. So fully get you there. Kim B, our own government can't get a consistent stance. What chance do our footballers have? See, this is the debate. I think what you're talking about, isn't it, Eugene? The Ramiro and Philly situation. Like I told you, I think this is a bit of mudslinging, a bit of distraction, or diverting away from the real problem. It's diverting away from our club. It's diverting away from their club, the national teams. It's diverting away from, everything, and just dumping all the problems on those players.
Players,
those poor rich millionaires.
Poor rich millionaires.
Ritwina, I just want to say once more, thank you very much for the super chat. You didn't need to put that in, honestly.
We were coming down to your questions.
Talk to Kay. I will read your comments. I will read your comments, okay? I'll try to read as many as I can, and they'll be part of what the show's about. The show's about us interacting with you, okay? So, I don't want people out there thinking that they have to throw super chats and things like that just to get our attention. No, throw the super chats if you want to support the channel. Don't throw the super chat if you want to get our attention. Eugene and me, if you go to other streams, you'll find that we're in the chat everywhere. Not on the panel, but we're in the chat. So we appreciate everyone out there who puts a comment in the chat. For viewers out there that are seeing this in the future, Will Stewart does respond to every comment that's put out there in the other type of chat, not the live chat. Okay. And obviously Kim B, we've covered that part, haven't we? The club versus country has been going on for years. I think it has. But I never knew our club to be in that situation. It was always the top clubs, like Man United, Liverpool. They had the pressure of keeping hold of their stars. We never had this pressure before. Where did the sudden expectation? Where did this? Is it because of the ESL? We're a top 6 club. Did it come from that? Are we walking around with big boots or something?
Yeah.
No, are we walking?
Now.
No, but seriously, Eugene, like you've been supporting this club for like 40 odd years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't come across a situation where we used to be like this, where we used to look at our players and say, "Oh no, we need to keep hold of them." It didn't used to be like this. We were happy they went on internationals.
Yeah.
Honestly, it made us look good. It made us look good that we had players that. You remember there was that one time when we had 6 players in the England national squad.
Oh yeah, that's very. Hey, that's 6. That was in 2018.
Yeah, 6. I remember that. There's a sense of pride in my chest as a Spurs fan that half the England squad, the first lineup, right? Yeah, was our players.
Yeah,
that was under Poch, right?
Yeah.
Tommy G, these young lads are being made into their national team. It's super massive. Yeah, look, if you make it into your national team, man, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. If you don't take it up, the people over there, you might get bad negative press from your national. From your nation itself, and from the administration, and from the situation behind their version of the FAs and so on, where they're looking at advertising, things like that. They might think, oh no, we don't want to put him up there, put his picture up there. People are going to throw tomatoes or something. So they don't want a bad press either. Okay, so I think everyone forgets what an honor it is to play for your nation.
Yeah,
I think you should play for your club with pride. But it's a special honor to play for your nation. You may not get to do it very often. Take advantage, honest to God. But I think what's happened now is we're in that type of world, Eugene, where the players get paid so much money.
Too much money.
What do they need national recognition for? Global recognition. They're already a global brand. But when it comes to your nation, there should be a sense of pride, a special opportunity. Super massive. Yeah. I agree with Tommy. We need a full squad to face Chelsea.
Yes, we do. Hopefully they'll come back by then.
No, we need 2 full squads to face Chelsea.
2 full squads. we don't even have 1.5 full squads.
we need a few of our administration staff in the VAR office, like we had in the last few years, right? Remember how lucky we've been so far there. And over here, Ritvika's done an update. Thank you very much. And over here, Zero the Hero. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much. Are there any specific topics? Yes, there are. Can you please let me know what they are? No, I mean seriously. Me? No, not you. Zero the Hero. You are the viewing audience. You've come here to talk to Kay. Unless I have some sort of a really special guest, like maybe like they had. Remember yesterday in Tottenham Way, they had Mickey Hazard. So if we had something like that, then we would have that person in there as well. But to tell you the truth, consistency is the number one thing, and that's why Eugene is here. Okay, it's a disaster. Come on, this is why I'm getting worried. It has nothing to do with being ethnocentric. There's a global pandemic going on. Well, if you listen to our Prime Minister, you wouldn't really guess that, would you? If you look at the shenanigans of our cabinet right here, you wouldn't really get that. And if you walked into my high street right now, you wouldn't even realize there's a pandemic going on. If you jump onto public transport in London, you wouldn't even realize there's a pandemic going on. Right? So I understand what Craig is saying. There is a global pandemic. We do need to take it seriously. We want to be grabbing this stuff and bringing it back and contaminating other people, not just the players, but also like staff, like maybe you're sitting in a canteen and there might be a dinner lady going by. She doesn't make all that type of money. When she goes off sick, she ain't got millions in the bank. Okay? Sure. So I'm with Craig on this. I think people do need to be responsible for doing a pandemic. I just think it's so mixed up with governments and authorities. Talking Tottenham, Jamie. Nuno did say the club gave some kind of permission to go. I think it was just for one game, wasn't it? But I did read that it was for some of the games, not the red listed countries. FIFA should have stopped them entering. It's a massive cock up. The problem is when you go with your squad to your nation, you're going to go with the squad. If the whole squad is going to go to somewhere, you're going to go with them. So it's not just FIFA. It's also the Argentinian FA. And their version of the Football Association. It's also the manager and his administration team that is looking after the Argentinian team. right? I'm sorry, but if you were on the football pitch as a manager, right, yeah, and you stuck 12 players on there, one of your coaches should come up and say, hey, man, you can't put on 12 players.
True.
You know, that has happened very rarely, but it can happen.
Substitutions, I've seen that before.
Right. Toffee 20, right, yeah? Toffee, I think you have an amazing life if you have had internationals and now you hate the internationals, unless you're talking about as a viewer. Right. Sorry, Toffee, I couldn't help that one. Son injury isn't that serious. I think that's another one of those Jose Kane things, isn't it? I think just making it out that he might have built to. No, he probably genuinely got like some sort of strain or something like that during training. And oh my days! Did I just suddenly swing by? Brian Daigle's in the house.
Yeah, Brian.
Pleasure. So happy that we brought strength in depth and not built for the future. Oh wait, we did the exact opposite. You know something? Every time Brian Daigle says something, it comes back and bites us in the bum. He's so right every time. I swear to God, listen, viewers out there, if you ever get a chance to watch something called Tottenham on Tour, right? Brian Daigle and Brian Ireland, who both reside in Canada right now, have got their own channel. They've separated from Tottenham away because the pond, the timing, and things like that. So it's made it more convenient for those individual groups to get on with being able to stream shows and so on. And Brian Daigle and Brian Ireland have this lovely, amazing show called Tottenham on Tour. If you get an opportunity, please search it out on YouTube. Go and watch them, subscribe, like, put the notification bell on, because when those boys are on, right, yeah, you will not find a more sincere fan than Brian Daigle and Brian Ireland. Okay? Okay. So please do that if you can.
What about us?
We've got Island Life. Dombele needs to come in. Okay, so this could be the opportunity, Eugene, that Dombele has been waiting for. If he comes in, supposing Nuno chucks him in, right, yeah, and all of a sudden he does amazing things, we're all going to be happy, right?
Of course we're going to be happy. But like I said, in the end of the day, it's still up to Nuno, right? The Ndombele scenario or the saga or the drama that's been going on. In the end of the day, we'll see what Nuno does with him. The choice is all about Nuno, right? And then, of course, AM Singh says that Wings and Doherty will come in. And that's more
here's my
than
problem.
Ndombele.
Eugene, here's my problem. If I want to see Dombele play, for sure.
Yeah,
I want to see whether he hasn't left the club, right?
Yeah, he's still here.
200 grand a bloody week. But what I don't want to see is Dombele coming on and Winston Doherty being in the same bloody team as him.
Oh dear.
Right? Because Dombele would have 5 craps kicked out of him on the pitch, and Winks would be too busy doing his hair rather than go over there and kick someone on the opposite field. You need to back up your players, mate. You need to back up your team. If one of your team members is getting kicked in on the field, right, yeah, you need to go there and sort out the opposition. Last season, I saw Dombele getting kicked many times, and none of our players came to his rescue. Right? I mean, I'm not taking away the accountability that Dombele has in terms of training and all the rest of it, but in terms of our team, we need to be together. And I think this season we're showing our team together.
Yeah, but hopefully Nuno will change that. Hopefully.
Right, Zero the Hero, he's got it on there as well. Slight calf problem, so hopefully that can be repaired, or rather put back into good condition. But I think someone said that he might have been playing with a little niggling injury, and that's why he kept getting subbed off. Yeah. So to carry on with that would then cause more problems, and that's maybe what's happened with him right now. Craig, talking right. So basically, the club can't do anything. FIFA can suspend the players if the club stops them.
That was what FIFA was saying, right? Because a lot of Liverpool didn't release most of their players out there, so they were saying those players who didn't leave for the international commitments are not allowed to play in the coming games. So
this is, let me get this straight. This is completely the opposite to what's previously been discussed. Yeah. Our club said to our players that they can't go and that they have special permission to do this, that, and the other. Malarkey. They're going to play for their national squad. Unless they're injured in some fashion, fair enough. If you've got some sort of maybe not 100% fitness, you talk to the manager and say, listen, man, it's totally down to you, but they're clever enough not to overplay the players. Here's a situation where they have to move around to play in the game. And if their national teams cannot sort themselves out. I don't want to keep pointing the finger at the players. It doesn't make any sense,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And really, you know, this is a whole fiasco. I don't know. We don't know enough about this in terms of what should have happened, not should have happened. Emerson
Jamie
played
said
3 games for Barca.
games.
Thank you
Okay.
very much, Jamie.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I saw 1 or 2 of the games, and I wasn't that. I think maybe it was because he was new to the team.
Mhm.
He looked absolutely out of sea. He had the ball robbed off him many times. Every time he tried to dribble, which is one of his strengths, right? Didn't go nowhere. I'm hoping that when he comes into us, he'll get a chance to settle in, get an opportunity to get run, and absolutely rip this league apart.
Yeah, he's a young player.
And
2
Island
friendlies.
Life is saying that 2 friendlies.
Yeah, they play in 2 friendlies. Yeah.
Okay, so
Emerson.
basically, either way, he did play some matches with the squad, right? 3rd season for Tank. Oh,
Maybe.
3rd season.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, it's been 2 seasons. Yeah, he's starting the 3rd now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Gaguma, who happens to be one of our channel Patreons, is saying
Hi,
hello
Guguma.
to myself and to Eugene. And
good morning to Guguma too. Yeah.
Is that hello in Korean? I wonder.
Yeah.
You know the thing after my name, or is that like Mr. or is that some sort of thing of respect? I'm not too sure. Like
maybe. Yeah.
Like for example, in my language, I'll say Eugene Bai, like Eugene brother. Yeah. So things like that. That's how we do in our language. You know, I'm an Asian. Gaguma's Asian too. So Kim B, now or never for him, Jamie. So yeah, Tangay, now or never. Please put it together, Nuno. Tickle him, hold him, squeeze him tight.
No, he needs to be whipped.
I don't think he responds. No, listen, I don't think that player responds.
Tangay doesn't respond to cuddles, right? You need to bring out the whip. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. When Jose whipped him,
tough luck.
He turned up.
The tough love. The tough love, right?
Love. Yeah. The tough love, right? He doesn't like to be, coddled or cuddled.
Right, it's been 2 weeks since his last game, so he's probably been training. There's been 2 weeks. I mean, look, there's other players that we got in our squad. They haven't really played that much for 2 weeks either. Tanganga's, sorry, not Tanganga. Tangay's a classic example.
Emerson,
is now to see he's looking in. It's not basically. I've seen him training.
Yeah,
he looks happy. He looks fit. His body looks amazingly fit, like really slim and everything. So I think maybe behind the scenes, Nuno's been working on him, improving his fitness. Because I don't think Nuno wants him to last 60, 70 minutes. I think Nuno wants him to last 90 minutes, right? Or at least 80 minutes anyway. Yeah. So maybe Nuno's got a few things up his sleeve. Who knows? Maybe he wanted to get the defense sorted out and the midfield tightness sorted out first before he decided to go for a creative flair and expressive football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Hopefully. Emerson does have some neat clean passes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Island. I'm hoping that he does that too.
Yeah.
Right. Need to see how he's looking in practice. I think that one might have been about him as well. Right. Yeah, Mr. Edwardson. Chris Cowlin is a nice chap. Now, I don't know about Eugene, but one thing I learned about the English language is that when you stick a but after a statement, the but negates the previous statement, doesn't it?
I guess so.
I don't know why people waste their time saying those things then. Just I'm going to cover that part with my thumb and just say, I must admit, I don't always agree with his stance and on things, but the Tottenham fan base is so divisive anyway.
Yeah,
so, Chris Cowlin, he's a public figure. He's without doubt Spurs through and through, right? Can't knock him. The guy's built up. You know, he done it with his own self. You know, maybe he had help here and there. William Hill sponsorship. You know, connections to the club. Never say anything against Levy. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, that's his life.
Yeah.
You know, if they put a piece of paper in front of him and say, "Hey, listen, man, I want you to slag the players off and not the club," then he's going to do that. I'm sorry. That's how money works.
Yeah.
Right. Gaguma. Wow. Lots of news during this international break. I was hoping there wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I was hoping it'd be nice and smooth. We come back refreshed. Bow.
Yeah.
So it's got me a little bit worried, to tell you the truth. Instead of the 4-1, I think we're just going to win the 1-0s.
Yeah. 4-1s.
I don't think it's anything to do with the Falklands, mate. Edwardson, I think you're absolutely right. I think that was such a long time ago. But the people in the media in this country, in the United Kingdom, they don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason why that is not that they have a personal grudge. They just know it sells newspapers.
Oh yeah.
There's got to be some bogeyman out there, someone bad. Yeah, you know, let's not promote Maradona. Let's promote Pelé instead.
Mm.
You know, we've got the same thing with Ronaldo and Messi. Who's the best? Come on, is there even a question? Messi's the best. Crikey. Why even a debate? Oh, but he's Argentinian, so therefore naturally we're going to dismiss him, right? Yeah, right.
Dave Jones.
Okay. Oh, Dave Jones. Big up you both, and big
member.
you up too, and everyone else that's watching right now.
Yeah.
Sounds crazy, Mr. K, but if City and Chelsea, etc., get their 5-0 games, and yet equalize or lose 1 or 2, it won't matter. We can take the trophy with us.
Yes, Jimmy. That's what we're talking about.
See, Jamie, he understands me. I know it's a fantasy, but you remember when those scum across the road did like a season and a half undefeated? Yeah, it can happen. It can happen.
Don't go
right. Dave Jones is one of our
members,
YouTube members, isn't it? Yeah, brilliant.
YouTube
Thank you very much,
members.
Dave.
Big up to him.
Okay, big up again. True
Bryce.
Blue Spurs, Bryce.
Bryce.
I think Sonny is just precautionary, and we'll see Mora come in, and he'll get the first sub role, so he'll get better minutes. Eugene, do you think it's too soon to stick Gill into the Premier League? I think he's one of those players we should just keep putting into the Conference League until at least January.
But the way I see it now, right, with all these injuries coming along, we might have to utilize him. You got no choice, you know. In the end, you got no choice. Okay. And for all you might even say that, even Hill might be even picked over Ndombele, right? Tell the truth.
I didn't mean that they're too shit. Come on, Cody. I didn't. Okay, I'm not putting the Scottish down. They're just too shit to be considered our rivals. Fair play, Mr. K. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying. I'm just saying that you know there's equal battles. Yeah. You can't have you can have a rivalry because you're next door to each other, but you're in a different playing class though. It doesn't make them crap, because don't forget, look where we are compared to other teams. You know, we haven't won a World Cup recently, have we? European Cup recently, have we? Right. So there's teams out there, you know, if we try to belittle other teams and nations, then that means that other nations can belittle us just as equally. So maybe I didn't say it correctly. So apologies to the Scots, which I have an immense amount of respect for. Okay. Yes. Tony Coe in the house. Tony Coe in the house.
Tony Coe.
And
big supporter
Gaguma,
too, Tony Coe. I'm talking to Tony.
I wish I had someone here that could read that out as well.
Translate that
for Thomason.
Nice meeting you, Tor.
Is Will Stewart going to be coming on later? No?
Maybe.
9 times out of 10, he does.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, he does. Eugene, is it 9 times out of 10 or 10 out of 10? He always does, isn't it? He floats around in the second hour. He normally comes in, has a look to make sure everything's okay, in case I might need some help with some technical things. You know, there's been a few times when I wanted to put something up on the screen and I couldn't do it. He came along, jumped into the stream, and then put things up for me. You remember the Levyland?
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't get those images on the screen. He came along at the perfect time.
And went for another 3 hours.
And Toffee is he's sighing. Gaguma, I wish I knew what that said. You know what? I do love looking at those. I do love looking at those characters, though. Okay, right, Gammy, 40 years. That's one big sigh. Okay, and let's have a look now. I'm going to skip past all the Korean stuff because I can't read it, unfortunately. All the Korean viewers out there, please look into the chat. There'll be information there. You can interact with Tony Coe and Gaguma. You know, you can interact with each other. I cannot interact with you regarding that because I can't understand the language, unfortunately. Not in the written way, anyway. Alex Burlton, big up in the house. Good evening, everyone. Haven't been around much lately, unfortunately, due to my work schedule. Alex, you know what? You're always here in spirit because I keep mentioning your name every week. So don't worry. It's almost like you weren't even away. So welcome back. Tottenham is always a drama and contradictions, ups and downs, wins against Real, losses against Oldham, Zagreb. West Ham. I still got PTSD from last year. It still hurts thinking about it. You know, handball Sissoko against Liverpool in the final. Hard enough as it is.
Yes.
Basically, I think everyone has different eating habits. Well, I'm an Asian. When I cook certain types of food, people out there will be banging on the door saying, "I want that curry." Trust me, lovely food.
Yes.
Haggis. It's round. It's like a football. There you go. Good enough. Move on. I could never write an Eastern language. I'm shit at drawing. Too complex of symbols. It's okay. Reload. Keyboards have those have the icons and hieroglyphics on there. You can just type them that way.
Okay. You can do translation.
And I think writing in Eastern language is more of an artistic thing. Tell you the truth. And look, I managed to translate some of the words. It says must have been very tired. Right? And Craig is just letting everyone know that he likes haggis.
Okay. Have you tried haggis?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Dude.
Can, right? We can't,
Dude.
right? Yeah.
Forget can't. Forget can't. No. No way. Am I going anywhere close to anything called haggis?
Okay.
No way. I'm an Asian, right?
Yeah.
We love our spices. We love blending them together. That we love to form something called curry. I'm hoping that Nuno does a curry with our team and can get something beautiful out of them. You know, don't forget the garlic Nuno. And I understand Paratici is constantly in the kitchen cooking up things. Yeah? I've never tried haggis, but it looks delicious. Reminds me of a Korean dish.
Okay.
Mr. K, what's your favorite curry dish? I need to try something new.
Oh.
This normally happens in the second hour. How comes this happen in the first hour? We normally look at this. It's gone on to haggis and vindaloo.
Kerala beef.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I would say Kerala lamb. Kerala lamb.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I would have.
Garuva?
Kerala, it's like a green sort of prickly vegetable. Yeah. And stuff it. Sometimes you can stuff it with minced meat. But anyway, listen, we're digressing. We're here for football. We're here for Tottenham. Maybe the second hour. You make Eugene, did you not have dinner yet or something? Breakfast, sorry.
I had 2 buns. So now when you're talking about curry, it makes me even more hungry.
Listen, we're going to say good night to Jamie. Jamie, thank you very much for coming onto the stream. You know, at some stage, if you are awake in any way and we're still running around in the second hour, then please, jump on. But if you're going to bed, early start. Thank you very much. Come on, you Spurs. Jamie, absolute pleasure. People out there, if you're watching right, Talking Tottenham TV, please do me a favor, pop onto his channel, right? Go in there and just click onto the subscribe, find any video and just click a like onto it, leave a comment. Jamie is incredibly versed in the art of football. He's a very gentle man. He's not aggressive. He's very fair in what he does. I love the bloke. I absolutely love him. If you can help promote his channel, it would be absolutely wonderful. Really good guy. Wait till you start. I mean, when these people start to go up, you're really going to see the type of content creators we have that have been formed over the last 12 months. I think it's beautiful, the amount of content creators we have now in Spurs. Over here, you see that loads of people have adopted curries. Who's got We're still talking about curry and vindaloo. Hold on. Jason Groves. He's a good chef. He cooks curry. Nova Scotia. If anyone's ever in Nova Scotia and wants a curry, reach out to Jason Groves. He's an absolute fantastic. He's the best curry specialist in Nova Scotia. And trust me, he's tried all the restaurants. They're crap compared to what he can do. Hearsay. Gaguma, Gaguma, please don't make promises like that. You don't want to try it. Trust me. Trust me. I love how random this stream has gone. Kim, please bring us back. Bring us back. It's the talking to K is taking us away. Okay, I'm going to completely bypass all the channel. Okay, I'm going to completely bypass all of these because the Rogan Ghost got invoked.
What?
there's this thing called Rogan Ghost, right? What it is that the different ways you cook a curried meat, right?
Okay.
In different types of pans, right? Gets called a different thing.
Okay. Rogan
Right?
Gosh.
So
Okay.
yeah. So it's like, you know, you have it in different types of tandoors or little pans, or basically they've got less sauce or more sauce, or got, you know, it's hot or not hot. And depending upon whereabouts in India you went to have the curry, they have different ways of making curry. Okay. I'm not speaking about curry anymore. Okay. Oh, no.
Oh, we're gonna go on for
Polar bear
2 hours
curry.
more. Yeah.
Please,
there
viewers, those people
Uh,
out there that have not put comments in the live comments before, please save us from the curry and haggis debates.
Oh dear.
Let's bring us back to Tottenham. I'm gonna have to quit on the comments because I have no idea what a moose or an elk would taste like, and I don't even
Yes.
want to think about starting that. Me
And
personally, I
koala.
think stick to one animal, stick to lamb. That's it. You know,
Or
you're
beef.
gonna go and mess with
Or
one
chicken.
animal, then stick to them, right? Eugene,
Yes. Oh, lamb with
you know
spinach.
something?
Yeah.
Do you know something?
Yeah.
Lamb with spinach and
Yeah.
basmati rice is my absolute favorite. Ask my
Okay.
wife; she'll tell you.
Lamb spinach with basmati rice.
Toffee
Okay.
20. I like
Yeah.
the way you think.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Do you
Guguma,
do
thank you very much.
Biryanis. Yeah.
Oh, let's not go to biryani, rihani, and all the kajami. So without, sorry, 1 second. Sorry, without. I was talking about this chef in Nova Scotia by the name of Jason Groves. This gentleman is called Jason Bell, and he's basically tried moose and elk, and he thinks it's very tasty. Enough. We've already lost 3 people from the stream just talking about curry. Scott Ham. Scott Ham's fallen in love with me.
All right, throw the link into the chats. All right,
That's it. I'm going to do that. It's the only
get
way
away from the curries. Okay,
it's the only way to do it. I think we don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I do think that they serve curry in the stadium. I think they do.
Yeah,
I think they do.
Mhm.
I think they may do. Very well, may do. I've not been, so I've been too busy outside protesting. Just in case you're wondering, that's what I do on match days. If I can get the chance, I will go out there. So, boys, Kim, I love you. Thank you.
Thank you. So
Look, I'm gonna have to remember this. Kim, massive favors for bringing us back. So, boys, do we think Tanguy will come good for us on a consistent basis? I think so. I think if anyone could get a tune out of Dyer and Sanchez, right? If you compare how Dombele played last season to how Dyer and Sanchez played last season, I think Dombele played better. Okay, it's just the beginning of this season, because of the lack of preparation, not training properly, whatever it is that's happened in the Malarkey and so on, and the thing that was happening with Kane, the fan base had negative views of Tanguy and were ready to jump on him. Okay, viewers out there, I've put the link into the stream. If you wish to come on, please do. I'd like to talk about football if possible, because the conversation has just moved headlong into curries. And but Guguma, you're absolutely right. You know, I think, Eugene, a lot of the Spurs, you know, the teams when they're formed, like Poch's team and Redknapp's team and so forth, right? Yeah. Those teams always had a sort of a flair player, a creative player, a player with passings, with vision, the ability to move the ball at his feet. Right, not to be pressed against, press resistant, in other words, right? We need that, don't you think? Is Dombele our Modric? Is Dombele our Eriksen?
No, to tell the truth, he should be more or less in that kind of level, right? But in the past 3 years, he has not shown it.
Kim B saying he's our best midfielder by a country mile. I believe Højbjerg is our best midfielder by a country mile, not because of some fantastical maneuver that he did for 2 seconds in a game, but because of the consistency, the output that he produces on a consistent basis. And I'll tell you the truth, I'd rather have somebody who's not like super duper out of this world Neymar. I'd rather have somebody a lot further down that puts in an 8 out of 10 every game. And I think Højbjerg is that player in the midfield for us
at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I personally believe. I believe in a Højbjerg curry. Nope.
Don't go back there again. I thought you lost that.
Curry Hotspur. Okay.
Yes, that's why
Paul
Poppy.
Russell's in the house. Thank you very much.
Hey, Paul.
He hopes so as well. Though to be honest, he hasn't really shown much since he signed. That's the issue. There was a slight bit of consistent run that he did under Jose, where first of all Jose built up his stamina and so on, brought him on 50 minutes, 45 minutes, brought him on 60 minutes, and then consistently, 65, 70 minutes, took him off. Okay. So there was some play that he did, and it wasn't just for 2 minutes. Unfortunately, he was getting kicked every game. He gets a tune out of the centre backs because of a centre back at right back.
2 DMs.
All right, 2 DMs and
Okay.
Yeah. So I think Reload is absolutely right with this. Basically, we do, because of our defense in front of our back four, we've looked a lot more solid this season, right? And also the wingers coming back and providing support to the to bring a trap back onto it, to contain it, and then to allow the midfield left and right, Skip and Dele Alli, to come out and start harassing and helping with Tanganga on this side and Reguilon on this side. Okay, so this is where I think the defensive stability has really come from. We haven't really shown much else going forward, but we've been very clinical with our counterattacks. Predicted lineup for Palace: Hugo, Reggae, Dyer, Tanganga, Emerson, Højbjerg, Dele, Gil, Mora, Kane, Craig, Winks.
If you don't have Winks in there, who can you put in? If Skip is in there,
Ndombele. Obviously, not happy with Winks, but don't know if Ndombele is ready to play. So basically, we got a choice. We have a homegrown player who technically should be good enough to basically make it into the squad. And if he does, he hasn't. Maybe I don't know. I'm going to ask Mark. Mark, what do you think? You think Winks stands a chance of really coming good this season? Oh, by the way, viewers out there, can you please say hello to Mark Swift? This is Mark Swift over here. You've seen him in the chat. Mark? Is the first time? I thought he's come on before once, no?
No, with me, first time. I've seen Mark first time.
Okay. Mark, I can't hear you. Oh, wait, he's on mute. There you go. Mark.
He's frozen.
Okay, Mark, what you need to do is click onto your options for cam and mic, and then put the volume up on the microphone. Take it off the automatic gain and put it up yourself, okay? Put it up to 3/4 of the way on the third dial, and then we'll be able to hear you. You want to go for that, Mark? Can you hear us? Put your thumb up if you can hear us. Mark, can you hear us?
Mark?
Okay, we're gonna move on. No. He's gonna go back in and come back again. Viewers out there, just in case you're wondering, that was Mark Swift. You've seen his comments many times. It's absolutely fantastic that he's actually come on. I have seen him once before, I do believe. Maybe not on my stream though. Tange Dom Curry.
Going back to the curries.
Yeah, that sounds yummy. Before it was like burgers and now it's curry. I'll tell you the truth. Which one's more healthy for you? Curry. It's got garlic in there. It's got ginger in there. It's got turmeric in there. Turmeric is a good disinfectant in the body. Anyway, I digress. Yeah. Jason Groves will be the man to answer that one. Right. Højbjerg saved us last season. All right, viewers. Højbjerg saved us from last season. Right? 100%. He's one of the most outstanding players that we had last season. Very consistent. I'm hoping, Reload may have a point that basically he'll compromise the defensive structure. So I believe in a 4-3-3, we may not get the best out of Ndombele. I don't see where he fits into that midfield in a 4-3-3. We can't stick him in the middle because we need someone like Højbjerg in the middle to make sure that people can't run through the middle, get exploited in the middle, right? We need also Ndombele, if he's going to come onto the pitch, to be backing up Højbjerg as well in that midfield in terms of a defensive structure to run around. We've just not seen that type of play from Ndombele. Can Ndombele run around like Dele Alli is currently right now? the way Dele Alli is putting the graft in every single game, can we expect to see something like that from Dembele? The answer is no. I don't see it. Right?
Maybe that's what Nuno expects from him, but if he can't do that, so Nuno won't put him in. That's how I see it. Right.
So yes, she does agree that the Højbjerg curry sounds tasty. Harry Curry Kane. You know what? I actually like that one. Tange Dom Buna.
Okay.
Now Buna is one of those type of curries that has less sauce in it. Okay.
All right. Dry curry.
It's it's basically it's been left for a while, like to really tenderize the meat, and it has less sauce in it. Okay. Buna is the effect of what you do to it. Buna. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to start teaching people culinary lessons.
Papadum.
No, Papasadoms.
Papasadoms.
Papasa, right?
Papasa, yeah.
Okay. Papadum Nuno.
Papadum Nuno.
Okay. You know something, right? Yeah. No. And guess what? Mark Swift. He was Swift. Mark, if you're, he goes. Mark, he goes. Sorry, lads. I'll be back. I will be back anytime. Well, it'd be absolutely fantastic to have you come on. Scott M. Højbjerg saved us from what? I love Scott. I love Scott. He doesn't take no prisoners. He doesn't let people just make a. He doesn't just let people just make a statement. He will absolutely back it up. Now, viewers out there, yes, Højbjerg played exceptionally well for us last season. I still believe he was our best midfielder by a country mile. Okay, so whether or not he made any forward passes, it says over here, Scott M is saying that Højbjerg saved us from what? Making forward passes, moving the ball through the midfield. So, you know, I mean, the amazing thing is that Eugene, you've seen Højbjerg play for his national side, right?
Yeah,
and he's a lot more advanced, isn't he? A lot more attacking, dangerous, and he's got a bit of a shot on him as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Harry Korma, Hung-Ming Dansak, Lucas Buna, Stephen Masala, and Pierre-Emile Jeffrazy. Jamie.
That's a whole
there's
feast.
one person I know. Jamie, where are you from?
Yeah.
You're not I hope you're not trolling me. You know, I hope you're not Jamie Git, the Jamie that I know. There's another Jamie I know. There's another Jamie Git I know. That's on Twitter, right? Yeah. He's a very good friend of mine. Right? If you're him, right, yeah, and you're trolling me all this time, I don't know why you would come onto a Spurs channel. No way. This is a different Jamie Git, but he has the same mentality. Listen, you know what? This is without doubt the comment of the day.
Yeah.
Right? Because that took a lot of creativity to do.
Yeah.
Because not every word goes with every name.
Yeah.
Okay. No, Kim, please, no. Right. It goes, who do you think Dembele has the best chemistry with?
That's a good question, Guguma. Who do you think?
Well, okay,
at the moment,
first of all,
let's say at this moment now with this team, right? Let's say if Skip is not available for this Saturday match.
No. Who do we think he has the best chemistry with? Forget who could be on the pitch with him. Let's tackle it both ways. Let's say who could be on the pitch, and also who could be the best person with him.
No, you're talking about best chemistry off the pitch or on the pitch?
On the pitch. We don't care about what chemistry he's got off the pitch. They might have really good chemistry with the dinner lady. Who cares? The chemistry on the pitch that counts. We want the goals. We want the passes. What do you think, Eugene?
Oh dear.
Sissoko?
Aurier.
Come
to think about it.
Can we come back to you on that?
Yeah.
We'll try to come back to it. We'll try to come back to it. Craig is saying that's why I think he'll play Winks as a holding player and have Højbjerg and Dele as a pivot going box to box. I can't see Dembele doing the running Nuno would demand. Personally, I don't trust Winks. I don't trust him. Look, I know the young man brought up at Spurs and so on. Yeah, I get all that. But I watch this guy. I watched him let down 2 managers. I've seen him get 2 managers sacked. Okay, so he was there. He was part of that system. Right, this stream is making me hungry. I just had dinner. Jason, making me hungry too now.
Yeah.
You know, some of those foods are nice, bro. I like the sound of that. I feel like I've entered the Twilight Zone here. Listen, Kim, this is what our show is all about. Yes. We are taking you away from the regular types of streams that you have out there. And generally, what we want our fans to do is we don't want to leave you with negative, bad feelings in your heart when you leave the show. We want to take you up and down and then let you go at the end in a good way, in a positive way. Because as fans to other fans like yourself and to each other, we're responsible for one another in terms of our mental welfare. Because you know as well as us that the roller coaster of being a Spurs fan can be extremely painful. If you genuinely 100%, care about the club the way we do. I mean, there's some fans that, they love the club. They enjoy watching it. They don't maybe hurt inside when we lose or get humiliated. They just think, well, okay, next, Formula One. But a lot of us fans that do pop into the YouTube that you are seeing in the chat right now, like yourself, like us, where, there's not thousands of fans right now. Right now, it's just 40 odd fans. Maybe later on, there might be a few hundred fans that will come and watch this later on. We are the fans that care a lot. You guys out there, you girls out there, you little boys and girls out there, and all you grown-ups out there, you are the ones which are the passionate fans right now, because you wouldn't be here otherwise. Everyone else is relaxed. They've done their tweets and they're going home and they're going to play snooker or what they're going to do with FIFA, right? We are the ones that really care. We can't breathe when our club is doing terrible. Okay, so we live and breathe our club, right? And obviously, big up awesome names, Jamie Gipp. See, Jamie, I told you, you really know how to put it together. Dumbella has the best chemistry with Hamburg. Okay, Scott, I would have give you more points if you could have made that into some sort of secondary curry reference, like kebab,
curry again,
like kebab or chicken tikka masala. Or anyway. And no, this is not Jamie Gitt that I know from YouTube. Sorry, from Twitter. And it's a personal. There's another person I know called Jamie Gitt as well. Right? His nickname is Jamie, right? Because it's Jamal, right? And Shamu just saw the Emerson vid on YouTube. So what the hell was that? Okay. Shamu, was that the game that he played against Juventus? Because he played like dog shit in that game. For Barcelona, right? For Barcelona. If you're watching the Barcelona games, then I agree with you. What the hell was that? Right? Yeah. Woohoo! Salary agent in the house. Yeah. Right. Kaguma, thank you for joining the live stream. Please like and subscribe. That's all you viewers out there. If you can like the channel, if you can like the stream, it'll be really great. It will make me feel better. Yeah. It'll make Eugene feel better. I think it's basically it's not gonna make us any money or anything like that. It's not gonna suddenly change us overnight, but it genuinely makes us feel that the streams that we're doing is being appreciated by those people that have come to watch. So if there's 30-40 people watching, then just stick a like. If I see 20, 30, 40 likes, then I think to myself that the people that are watching, we're doing something good with them. Okay. And Scott Am is saying that he has absolutely no idea about curry or similar foods. I think watching this stream, you might become a little bit educated. I may refer you to the Jamie Gitt statement before. You pretty much have in one statement all the different types of curries that we currently know about, right? And John Fitzpatrick is in the house.
Hi, John.
Big up, John.
Big up.
Big up. Now, John Fitzpatrick is asking, Mr. K, why don't you have your own channel? Eugene, why don't I have my own channel?
Why don't you have your own channel?
You got your channel. You got your own channel, isn't
it? I got my own channel because I'm in Asia. I have to do my own channel for the Asian fans.
Well, everything's online. That's true. John, I believe that there's plenty of YouTube channels out there which are Spurs based, especially around our community. And what we need to do is support each other. And one of the ways that I can help support other Spurs fans who wish to create content on YouTube, this is my way to support them. All right. by going on to someone else's channel and hosting a show and help promote their channel, as well as encourage other fans to do the same thing I'm doing. Why have 15 different channels when you can have a few channels and you can put a show and time slot in throughout the week? It'll prevent you from clashing with other channels in terms of time slots. I want the fan base to watch one channel. When they're finished, I want them to watch the other channel. I don't want them to be splitting up. And, a few people watch that and a few people watch that at the same time. By coming on to channels like Will Stewart's channel, I can not have to go through that conflict with other people. Secondly, I believe that Will Stewart's an absolutely fantastic guy. I'm hoping that anything I can do to positively promote his channel will maybe put the coppers into his pocket. Maybe he can jump on an airplane and come down and watch a match here in Tottenham. Because a lot of people in Canada, in America, they are living from check to check as well. They can't just get on an airplane and come. I'm very privileged. I live in London. I can just jump on a bus and a train and bang, I'm outside the grounds. Yep. Okay. Let me quickly just pop up. And Shamu, not the fist pump video at him and the training arm. No, the fist pump video. Oh, I see. Sorry. Everyone's talking about that. It's gone midnight. I won't say fisting. And I don't rate Winks at all. But we don't have any choice. Skip is injured. Nombella might not be ready. The Celtics in quarantine. Okay, fine. I concede, Craig. A squad's a squad. And we've got a player. We're paying him loads of money. He's been there for ages. Let him step up. Good luck, Winks. In fact, there's a good chance he probably will be playing. Right. I'm not too sure what to forget, but it may be something that was being said at the time. And unfortunately, I've gone past it. Someone is employed to come up with stuff like that. Sack him. Right. Okay. Yep. That's the conversation that's going on inside the chat. Mr. K, yes, we've answered that one already. And Winks played well against. No, he didn't. We lost the bloody game. Right.
Second match.
The second match. Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Then let's just say that Winks got an opportunity to redeem himself against a side that wouldn't even consider themselves to be a championship side. I would say a League One side. Okay, so if that's his level, what can I say?
Slight redemption.
Mr. K don't need a channel. He can collect appearance fees. What does that say, by the way?
Appearance fees.
Okay, appearance fees in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, instead.
Yeah.
I bet you're using a mobile phone to type that, right?
Yeah.
I have the same problem. Same problem. Appearance fees. No, what happens is this. I'm not going to lie to the audience in any way. I'm not going to cover anything up. If anybody really wants to know, we're a transparent channel, right? Yeah. If anyone puts a super chat into this stream, that money will go to Will Stewart's channel. Will Stewart will take out some admin fees from that, administration, admins, all the rest of it, and then he'll pass that on to me. Myself personally, I don't know what to do with the money apart from maybe give it to some children's football thing that's local. I am supposed to be getting that I was supposed to have a meeting 2 days ago about that with the local football team. So I totally missed that one. I need to get back onto that. But generally, I've not collected anything from Will Stewart yet. He's been telling me, look, come and take some money because this is yours. And I'm too embarrassed to tell you the truth. I love to do what I love to do, and I love to do it from the heart. Okay, and I love to connect with you guys and Eugene and the Spurs family and all the viewers out there and all the people that are watching this when it's not live. I love to connect with you guys, and that to me is my passion. That to me is my reward. You guys inform me, educate me, and we share knowledge with each other about something that we're passionate about, which is Spurs. And I think we don't need no reward other than this satisfaction of interactivity. Smash a like, and that shows me that you are enjoying it. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Me and Salary are further. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Who am I?
Malaysia. That one. I always love hearing your positivity, Mr. K. I try to. I think it's always best.
Kim.
She's using her mobile phone as well, right? Okay, we're doomed. No, Kim, don't do it. Please don't, Kim. Kim, in Nuno we trust.
Yeah.
Right. Salary agents. Celery agent, the world's furthest away Spurs supporter. I think, is he in New Zealand or Australia? Or is there an island
Shamu
below
is in
them?
New Zealand, I think.
It's not Madagascar then. Not Madagascar. Well, there's an island like near Australia. You got New Zealand, and then
Papua
you got
New Guinea.
no Tasmania.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what's that? I think
Tasmania.
that's a little bit further down on that side.
further
So
south. Yeah,
that could be even further away.
Yeah.
Okay, please, viewers out there, we've heard bad news regarding some of our players. We've heard bad news on abroad as well. Don't give up. Have hope. Have faith. You know, support this club. Send it good wishes. All right. Don't give up on it. Not yet, anyway. Wait for Winks to mess it up. Then yeah, sure. Then we can also
never give up. Right.
Right. Pretty sure New Zealand's further away from London than Australia.
Yeah.
Shamu. Oh, wait. Nah, mate, you're floating about like a giant. So this is the contest between Australia and New Zealand.
In New Zealand, yes.
I like New Zealand.
Yeah.
I like New Zealand. Right. If Dyer... Eugene, you want to read that one out?
Okay. If Dyer was a curry, he would be a fowl. All right. What's a fowl?
Hard. Well, it says over here, hard to take, boils your blood, and fills you with the urge to defecate. All right. Yeah. Basically, change the F to a P.
Pal
or foul. All right. So basically, pal, right? Yeah, is an extreme type of hot Indian food. So you got vindaloo, right? Vindaloo is nothing compared to pal. Pal is like the most extreme hot curry you could ever have. Do not go to a restaurant and try to eat pal. Do not ever order it. Don't ever order it unless you happen to be a chili specialist. If you can handle like ghost peppers and things like that, then yeah, do it.
I want to try that.
Yeah, pal it's very hot, very extremely hot,
spicy. Yeah.
Anyway, we're digressing. Mobile phones is the bane of YouTube commentators' existence. Trust me, I do it all the time. Viewers out there, don't worry. I'll always try to skip around the mistakes that you guys make when it comes to typing stuff out because I make mistakes all the time. Right. Have I gone past too much? I'm going to invade.
Kill there.
Okay, good for you, Shamu. Are they going to keep doing that? But okay, True Blue Spurs. You don't know what to do with the money because there's so much coming through, lad. I think it's about $160.
Yeah,
I think maybe $150, $160, something like that. Maybe a little bit more now. Maybe there is a little bit more. But generally speaking, I want to. I was supposed to have a meeting with someone about one of the local football teams in Manor Park, and I'm going to go have a chat with him and say, you know what do you need? Football kit, football. Do you need someone to pick up the kids and bring them to the park or to the football environment? Because generally, you know, it's expensive if you hire out a place. You got a choice between hiring out the place and spending money, or alternatively, you know, having a football, having some boots. You know, if there's a bunch of kids out there, you know, 7, 8, 9-year-olds, and they don't have any boots to play football in, then I want to buy them a pair of boots. Okay, because we're from East London, extremely poor part, the poorest part of London. Okay, so if the families can't afford their kids to have like proper football boots or something like that, then I would like the money to go into that, because they don't necessarily have to come play football with me in any way. I just want them to experience football because I love football. I think football is for everybody. Right? You don't need to be rich to play football. You don't need to be part of your dad doesn't need to pick you up and take you to some club to play football. You can be 40 mad kids in a park with 4 bags and 1 football, and you got football. Do you understand? 1 football and 4 bags. You got 2 goals, and you could have 20 aside, and they're all happy. Okay, you know. Yeah. So that's what I believe. Good night, gentlemen. Kim, it's an absolute pleasure. Good night to you. She's going into listening mode only, so I will try to read everything out so that she's able to hear what we're saying. Okay, brilliant stream tonight. Thank you very much, Kim. You've been an absolute pleasure. Please do come again. Okay, and if you are listening still, then we're going to keep passing messages on to you. Okay. I think Shamu and Celery Agent need to get into a room. And you know, see, this is the love that we have in the chat and the Spurs fans which come in. When one person is going or anything like that, people would say hello and good night to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's wonderful stream. Paul Russ is off to bed as well. Thank you very much, Paul.
Have a good night's sleep,
you know,
Paul.
good night as well. All right. I love the comments Paul Russell puts up. Celery Agent and Shamu, they're gonna do their yeah, that's right. Tasmania is part of Australia. New Zealand's further down. Isn't Tasmania? Anyway, digress. I want to let those two clout out with each other right here. And obviously Gugum is wishing everyone the best. And keep selling flat caps, Shamu. Yeah, that's a David Harris thing where they have like a flat cap sort of thing that happens in their channel. True Blue, the first. So is this gone from curry? No, it started with haggis, didn't it? Who started the haggis debate? The haggis led it on to curry. I think I slipped out when I mentioned curry, right? Yeah. No,
because I asked you, have you tried haggis? Then after that, no, you don't go there. Then you turn it into curry. So that's
it's my fault. I'm very sorry.
Fault.
Basically, yes, Shamu. I wish Celery could make a killing off David. Basically, that's selling the flat caps, isn't it? Really, you can buy it locally. Do the hobbits play? Right, Celery Agent saying, do they let hobbits on the plane, Shamu? All right, so this is a New Zealand remark because Hobbiton in Lord of the Rings was built in New Zealand and it still exists. They built Hobbiton and then they gave it to the New Zealanders and say, here you go, here's a tourist attraction, it's all yours. And Toffee says he absolutely loves hot food. I wish we were moving further away from that. You know what it is, Eugene? Unless your Bob is pissed off. Okay, in case Bob is listening and you haven't written anything into the thingamajig, it's piss off Bob. It's said in a form of endearment to one another. So in case anyone's watching and thinks that that people are being rude by writing piss off Bob, they're not. I think we're gonna have to put maybe the link one more time because I've got about 20 minutes left on the stream, right?
Throw the link out one more time. Let's see who can.
1 hour cooking with K.
Yes.
2 hour Mr. K's geography lesson. Today's been one of those days, isn't it?
This is international break show, you know. This is what happens when you go into the national break, right? So all the focus goes to the players leaving the club to go and play for the countries, and of course we don't want to talk about them coming back injured and go into that road of being so negative. What's going to happen, right? So what we do is that we twist it a little, okay? We adjust it a bit, and we'll go back and forth between food, geography, and the international break and football.
All right. Now, Jamie is writing down, in case people are listening only.
Flight of the Conchords.
Flight of the Conchords is the 4th most popular New Zealand acoustic parody act.
Yes.
I've not checked them out, to tell you the truth. I might have to go and do that a little bit later on. Shamu saying the first season of that show is awesome. Right. So, Eugene, international breaks. We got a World Cup coming next year.
True.
Right. So whatever's happening right now with this Romero and Lo Celso thing, there's a possibility it's going to happen again, right? Maybe not to those players, maybe some other players.
No, I heard we're going to have another international break in October again, right? So there's going to be some kind of, this time the clubs might actually put their foot down and say no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least become clear as to what's really going on, and maybe get those organizations to start talking to one another, because really that's what we need. It's like stop dumping it on the players. The organizations, the football management, and so on, they need to take responsibility and at the same time coordinate with each other. Stop pointing fingers at whoever's at fault. It doesn't matter. Right now, the most important thing is how do we prevent this from happening again? Because we have World Cup coming next year. This league, this season is going to be highly competitive. There's going to be a lot of games out that we need to play. A lot of teams out there that are desperate for points. This is really going to have a telling effect later on. Okay.
True.
All right, and basically, Mr. DP has come out, I believe, with the second comment of the day. The first one was the long list of names of players with curry names, and Mr. DP has come out with the absolute second best. I would like to have put this as number 1, but since I've already nominated the previous one as the best comment, for those of you who are listening out there, Mr. DP is saying that He thinks that Celery and Shamu, which are talking about who is the furthest Spurs fan, Australia, Tasmania, New Zealand. Mr. DP is saying he thinks that both Celery Agent and Shamu is wrong. He thinks that Arsenal are the furthest away.
Good one, Mr. DP. Good one.
Right. Basically, Scott saying, Scott, you don't need to. Don't worry.
Yeah,
You don't
no
need to
problem.
come on.
Yeah.
You don't need to. Scott saying, sorry guys, I would like to join, but I'm filling in at my old work. And unlike Mr. K, when Mr. K is painting houses, I am unable to work and stream at the same time. People have seen me do that on not this stream, but other people's streams, right? Your stream, Eugene.
My stream.
And Tommy's stream as well.
Yeah.
All right. Craig is thinking that Delhi's not playing for England has helped him out. He could be good for us this season. I think that's right. I think
maybe
Delhi could, if you know what it is, maybe I'm a very positive guy, but if Delhi pulls his finger out this season and puts his act together, Eugene, do you think there's a possibility that maybe Dele Alli might get into the World Cup?
Possibility is always there, right? Because Southgate has always said, right, if you show form, he will always give you a chance. So, but the problem with Delhi now, right, the form he's been showing is more form of hard work, right?
But isn't that what Southgate wants to see?
No, but usually what when Delhi used to play for England, it was more the creative, the more flair kind of thing that he would bring into the game. But at the moment, Nuno has turned into a hard worker first. Let me forget first. Then maybe if he achieves that to a certain extent, then Nuno might let him off his leash a bit to go forward more a bit, to be more a bit artistic in the game, right? Because Nuno maybe has set him goals. You do this first. Prove to me you can do this first, right? Then when time comes, if I feel that you have the ability to do your flair things that you're so used to doing, right? Then you can bring it on, you see? So that's why I said, Nuno is doing things by the step. Step 1, step 2, step 3. We had a bad defense last year, so he's more or less adjust that a bit, brought in Højbjerg and Skippy to help out Dyer and Sanchez, right? Brought in Tanganga. And like I said, guys, have you all not noticed? Every time when we play a back 4, it turns into a variant of a back 3. Whenever, let's say, Tanganga goes forward, Reguilon stays back, we stay back with 3. Whenever Reguilon goes forward, Tanganga stays back, it stays back to a 3. So I think somewhere inside, I like what Nuno is doing.
You can't use that system. No, Eugene, that type, okay, it'll work one way, but you can't use Reguilon as a back 3.
I mean, not all the time.
Yeah, I think if Reguilon wasn't there and Davis was there,
going up and down. But that is a way that maybe he's preparing the back 2. Later, he will play with a fixed back 3. Then with the 2 left and right back, fullbacks as wingers. You see that? No, step at a time. He's doing it step at a time. But of course, now with this international break coming in, the injuries coming in, that most probably has thrown a spanner into his works. But if I think what Nuno has in the intelligence of football that he has, right, I think he will overcome it by adjusting his team. Maybe he has no choice now. He has to blood the players that he has. Maybe Hill has to come in, right? And if, let's say, he can let's say if Ndombele can convince Nuno that he is ready to play, I don't mind having Ndombele on the field too. So
I mean, Scott agrees with you. He says the hard work is good first step, but he needs to bring some skill and passing, or it isn't good enough. Now, personally, I think to myself that if you're a midfield player, right, and you can knock the ball in the back of the net a few times, right, that increases your stock when it comes to the international team. They see you not only as a player that's playing regularly for a top 6 club, so it's top 6 club, but at the same time, you're contributing towards the goals. You're also a goal threat. True. Right now, the type of player who's a goal threat is a proactive player. He's going to go for. I mean, you can't score a goal if you stay back, right? You can only score a goal if you go forward. Get in the box at the right time, maybe come in late. And I think Dele Alli's a bit like that, where he scored goals from some amazing positions as well, and he's also tapped them in as well. My problem right now with Dele Alli doing all the hard work, all the skill and the passing, is he needs to contribute with at least a few goals. Not many goals, just a few. I think if some of the midfield players did contribute maybe 1-2 goals, 1-2 goals, and so forth, right?
But
we'll
it's okay. The problem with our squad is, right, we don't have goal scoring players. The only two goal scoring players that we have is Kane and Son, right? And maybe that's why they brought in Emerson, because Emerson is a goal scoring right back. You know, we are what we're missing is like, goal scoring midfielders. Like when Ali was around, when he was on his top, right? He was putting in a minimum 10 a season, minimum. That helps out. But now when Ali is not at where Ali is, he can't contribute that kind of amount. We must find a way to either push Mora to do more, or to tell the truth, sad to say, Bergwijn should be doing much more too.
Do you think
in the scoring sense?
But the thing is that, do you think that when we were doing the friendlies, Nuno pushed Dele up further forward? I think he put him in the number 10 role.
Yeah.
Okay, behind Son.
Yeah.
So that means every now and again, Dele Alli will end up in the box. Now, the problem I saw was that when he did end up in the box, he wasn't scoring the goal.
Not taking his chances.
So I think maybe with him doing that, maybe, Nuno turned around and thought, I need someone that's going to take his chances. So let me push him deeper into the midfield. Let him work on his physical. Let him prove to the fan base that he's grafting. Because, sometimes the type of player Dele Alli is, right, he's a bit of a flair, trickster and stuff like that. You as a fan, if you're disappointed in a player, their performances and so forth, and you think that maybe they're responsible for getting certain managers sacked, then you need to see that player at least graft for the badge. Once you graft for the badge, and then you can show the quality and skills and tricks on top of that. I think it's that's it. As Jamie describes Dele. Jamie gets given Dele's full name, which is Dele Tricks, Flicks, and Dives Ali. Right, that's a lot of middle names, isn't it? But pretty much, that used to be the Dele Alli that was giving us results. We weren't getting results from that Dele Alli anymore.
Yes.
So we as a fan base, if we see him grafting in the midfield, doing the immense amount of work that he does alongside Højbjerg and Skip, right, then for us, right, we're going to say, okay, you know what? It's consistent. If he keeps it consistent, doesn't moan, doesn't cry, doesn't, touch his hat in some sort of TikTok stream or whatever, puts a dedication on there. I think to a certain degree, we had a situation, I think it was so many years ago when Man United, where the captain of England, I think at the time, Beckham. Right. So when Beckham did that humiliation of getting himself sent off in the World Cup, when he came, in order to win the hearts back of the fans of the nation, I think he cut his hair, went completely nearly bald, right, and dedicated himself and grafted and showed the fans that he's committed to the work and not the glitz of the model, fashion shoots or, hanging around with his wife or something, going to parties or whatever. So I think that endeared Beckham back into our hearts. Okay. And I think Dele Alli can be doing that right now under Nuno. I think Nuno has specifically put him there so that he wins back the hearts. At the same time, he puts in a shift for the team. Yeah. Okay. Is there any comments that I've totally forgotten about, Eugene? There's a few. Right. Yeah. Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer's goal for the England under 21s was good. This is Craig. Craig is saying that Cole Palmer's goal for the in the England under 21s was good. City are certainly churning out some good young players from their academy. I mean, how many young players have they got? Like 2,000 or something? Or no, Chelsea's got 2,000 young players, and I think City have only got like maybe 1,000, right? So yeah, they're going to be churning stuff out for the next 20 years with the amount of young kids they've stolen that they got clattered and slapped on the wrist for. Or was that Chelsea? No, both of them, innit? Chelsea and City. Remember a couple of years ago? Yeah, right. Yeah. But yeah, we've got some very good players. A young squad. I think Stelios was saying in the previous stream that we've got a bunch of young players. He says the best young batch that he's seen for a long time. Okay, so I think a lot of the top teams have got good young players, a lot of the teams, and it's good to see that we've got it too. Jamie Git is saying that I still love to go to the table every day just to see us top and Arsenal bottom. Enjoy it while it lasts. Eugene, something in the back of my mind, I didn't want to voice it previously, but one of the fears you have as a fan of Spurs, right? Yeah, is come Christmas, right? Yeah, come December, and Arsenal's ahead of us.
Nah, I don't see that this season.
Of course we don't see it, but what I'm saying is, let's not do anything. Let's not start slagging people off too much.
Yes,
but
yes,
enjoy it while it lasts. Can we hold the top of the table, Eugene?
After game week 4, I still do have the belief we can, right? After game week 4. But of course, the big test is coming with the Chelsea game at home. That has me more worried with the injuries that has been happening now. But it's about, let me see, 2 weeks before that game. So hopefully we'll get more of our players back by the time the Chelsea game is up.
Eugene Git is saying, Jamie Git is saying exactly, Eugene, we need more goal threat. So pretty much, I think everyone's agreed that our defense is giving us a sense of pride again, not conceding. 3 games, doesn't matter what opposition, the opposition's there. We played it, right? And but what we have seen is that there's a lack of goal threat. Look, we've let Bale go. Okay, so that was goal threat. We don't have any replacement for Eriksen. That used to be a goal threat.
Nobody takes
Dele Alli used to score goals. That was a goal threat. Stevie B has the ability to score goals. That's a goal threat.
But Stevie B has never proven he's a goal threat.
No. He scored a goal in the very first game against the Man City, and he did
that's one goal,
as well.
Right?
It doesn't matter. The point is he managed to do it right on the field of battle, right? Okay, one more player.
Mora.
He does put it in the back of the net, though.
Yeah, Mora puts it. That's why I want to see more from Mora, to tell the truth.
Yeah,
right.
I think we have the players.
No, we do have the players. I want to see more from Mora, and because to tell the truth, right, for Mora's height, right, he's one of the best header. In front of the goal.
He's such a little fella, but the guy, he has some of the best heading I've seen.
Yeah, in front of goal. So
give him another 2 foot of height, and the guy could be a perfect striker.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what I said.
Shamu is basically saying that Palace players will get arachnophobia when Dele is coming towards them. That's got to do with Dele Alli's new hairstyle, isn't it?
Yes, I know.
Right, and now Jamie gets to saying, I don't mind the tricks, flicks, and dives if he has quality finishing. Without the finishing, it's all fluff. Too many missed chances in front of goal. And I think basically, Jamie, I think that's basically what's happened. I think that's the reason why Nuno's put him into that midfield.
Yeah.
Because the expectation of Dele scoring a goal, I think it's too soon. He's been out. He hasn't had any consistent play time for over a year.
Yeah. Too long.
And even under Poch, he wasn't that great. Right? So, I mean, he was already going down in terms of how many goals he was scoring. And you saw that friendly that he did against, I think it was Arsenal. Hit the post twice, hit the crossbar once. I mean, I don't know how you can miss those type of things. Really, I don't see how you can miss it.
And against Watford, he missed one sitter right in front of him.
So I think him and Stevie B, a confidence issue. Right? The quality's there. We know they have the quality. We've seen them do it. This is what when you said you haven't seen Stevie B do it. I have.
No, I've seen Stevie B do it, but I still don't understand the chances that he get. He has to at least put in a higher percentage. You get what I'm saying?
Right now, this is one person I'd love to see score a goal against Chelsea. Gil.
Oh.
I want him to become. I want the fans to love Gil. Right, I want them to love, and the only way we're going to love this player, he's already putting the shift in every time he plays, which means he already has our respect. Okay, compared to some of the other players that are getting paid a lot more money than him, right, or that classified as experienced internationals. But if he scores a goal against one of our London rivals,
he'll be a legend.
Like he will be endeared to the
Be up
club.
there. Yeah,
He'll definitely be
up there.
endeared to the club. Craig is saying that attacking options for attacking options of Kane, Son, Moura, Stevie B, Dele, Lo Celso, Gil isn't a disaster. There's goals there. I agree with you, Craig.
Yeah.
We have the potential for goals. Question is turning that potential into reality. And I think this is where Nuno comes in. In Nuno we trust.
Yeah.
And Gaguma's with us. And I think all the fans are with us on this.
Yeah.
I think there's not one single fan I've come across that doesn't hope the best for Gil. I think it's just something about the young man that we just love. We already love him, and he hasn't even performed like, you know, in the way that we normally would love a player that comes into our club.
Yeah, but the only game that he's played 90 minutes is the one against Pacos de Ferreira, right? So I guess he still has to. He still has.
He could have scored 4 goals in that game.
Yeah, but I said he's still on the way to an actual higher level game, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I see that.
Yeah,
I see. You know that doubt and that speculation at the beginning when he first came in. We've seen him play now. We've seen him play, and I like what I see. And fair enough, he's young, with whatever. Got to build up his experience, you know, get to dream. But at the end of the day, I like what I see. He wants the ball. He comes back for it. He says, "Give me the ball, man. Run out there." He wants to get that ball in the back of the net. He's willing to pass. He's humble enough to give it to someone else if they got a better chance of scoring, rather than he's not a greedy type of player, right? Toffee 20 saying that basically Dele's on his way back under Nuno. I see it. I see something.
Hopefully.
No, he didn't graft that much when he was under Jose, right?
No.
And he definitely never grafted like that under Poch.
Come on, Mr. K. The whole team never grafted much under Jose.
Yeah, but we're talking under Poch as well. No, we're talking under Poch as well.
At the end of the Poch era, yes. I guess so. At the end of the Poch era.
But we've never seen him play in that position, though.
Yeah, never.
All right. Toffee 20 saying that Harry Kane loved playing alongside Gil.
Yeah.
Hope he adapts quickly. You know what? I think, it's good to have Kane back, isn't it?
Yeah. It's good to have Kane secured for at least another 4 months or 3 months. Okay.
I mean, till January, right?
Yeah.
I don't think City's going to spend that big in January. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Oh, you never know. If City goes into a slump, right? They can't do what they're supposed to do, right? And then you know that was what's going to happen. Right?
Okay, so fine. So say, for example, City gives us like, I don't know, 200 million, right? Yeah. I don't think. Say Levy concedes and we get like 170 million for him. Do you think we can go out there and buy Haaland?
Would Haaland want to come?
There you go. So that leaves someone like Martinez then. But would the team sell Martinez? No. Not in the middle of a season. Who's going to sell a top striker in the middle of a season?
No one.
Apparently, we might.
If the money is right. Yeah.
Not in a January transfer. No way. We're not letting go of our best player in January. It's impossible. I will bash my head against a tree if that's the case. A very small tree, maybe made out very thin. I'm not saying you should hurt yourself.
Levy's head if he does it.
No. You know what it is? It's like he's not worth it. And I'm not that type of person. I don't like physical violence at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I use aggressive tones in my speaking. That's the strongest I get. I don't generally tend to get physical in any way. I save that for a football match if I have to. Eugene, we've come now towards the end of 2 hours. Okay, and we've spoke. We spoke about Romero, Lo Celso. Craig is saying we will struggle to get a top striker without Champions League at any time.
Yeah.
Man, we're struggling to get any type of striker right now. It doesn't matter whether you're in Champions League or not Champions League. Last season we're in the Europa League. We weren't in the Champions League. This season we're not even in the Europa League. We're in the league even below that. I don't know the depths at which we've fallen, brother. Where we were, like just over a year ago.
2 years ago. Yeah.
Is it 2 years now? On my days.
Yeah.
2 years.
Or maybe 3. I don't know.
On my days.
Being a Spurs fan, we don't count anymore, right? We've been through this so many times. But like I said, this is a new season. And I think as fans, right, we should put the message out there. Be positive for our players and the manager and our squad, right? put aside whatever you think or don't think, right? Just put out the positive energy. And sometimes I think why Spurs is, I call it cursed in a certain way, is that every little mistake that any player makes, right, we don't give them a chance.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
The fan base? The fan base don't give them a chance. Every little mistake that is made, straight away is jumped on and is inflamed, right?
Do you think the players really like get that affected by what the fans think of them?
I think they do now. I think they do nowadays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. If you are a player, right? Not even say at the top level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even let's say in championship or even in League One, social media, you open up your Twitter account, you open up your whatever, your personal accounts and all that, right? And the sad thing about it is that nowadays football players, right, they let everybody follow them. Correct?
Yeah.
For example, Dele Alli has got how many hundreds of thousands followers? Okay. Whenever he does a video,
probably millions.
Probably millions of
Who knows?
followers.
I mean, I don't follow him.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not really much into Twitter, to tell you the truth. I only go into Twitter just to maybe
maybe not even Twitter, Instagram, and all those social media platforms.
I
right?
don't even think I visit Instagram. Am I an old person? Am I?
I don't have an Instagram account anyway.
So we're both old then.
Yeah.
Right.
But no,
Toffee 20's got the right idea.
Yeah. Put it in the sense that nowadays the mentality is weaker is because you get bombarded. If you have 1 million followers, right? 500,000 of them, right? Jump on you and give you negative comments, right? And you read, let's say, 500 of them. How would you feel at the end of the day? Not even 1% of it. It's shit. So that's it. If Spurs fans can give a bit of leeway to the players that's performing and non-performing, give them the support, right? Or if people feel love, right, they will perform better. That's why I think what Nuno came in to our squad, and that's what he's did. He's given them love, right? Yeah. And now the players are willing to fight for him. Mm-hmm. Don't you notice it? And if us fans give the players more love, hopefully the players will produce what we want from them. You see?
Well, but what we want from them is to get a top 4, right?
No,
get us back in the Champions League.
No, I want a cup, right? For my philosophy in football is, right, it doesn't matter what levels you're at. If you're going to win, if you're in a league, you're in there to win it, right?
Oh, no, Eugene, I'm with you on this. What I'm saying to you is that if we perform as a team over a season at a level which gives us top 4 position compared to all the other teams, we are in a position playing regularly good football, then that's the only way to win a cup, because we're playing that well. So I want to see us win 1 cup this season, whether it's the conference, whether it's the League Cup, whether it's the FA Cup, where's the Premier League Cup? Can we do a Leicester? Can we run away? Can we run away in January?
Yeah, hard to say.
Okay,
right.
But I'm with Toffee, right? Yeah, I think he's basically optimistic. He believes that we can get top 4. I think it all comes down to the very next game. We are literally living game by game, because we as Spurs fans, we can see our team implode sometimes. Because don't forget that West Ham game. Yeah, it imploded our team.
Yeah.
You know, it imploded our team, man. And then Zagreb and shit like that happened. So anyway, now I really 100% think that Jamie Gitt knows far too much about Indian food and Indian spelling, like kulfi, rasmalai, gulab jamun. Look, gulab jamun. I mean, he's even spelled that correctly. And next week, Chinese cuisine. Jamie Gitt,
maybe
you're making me hungry, geezer.
Yeah.
Kulfi, Rasmalai, Gulab Jamun, In case people out there don't know what these 3 things are, they're absolutely delicious. Yeah. Trust me. If you ever get an opportunity to have a kulfi, a Rasmalai, or a Gulab Jamun, please do go out there, watch football, watch our team, and eat one of those at the same time. It will put a smile on your face. Mr. DP thinks that Spurs are cursed, and he believes that the curse is like some sort of ghost shaking its chains around and is tied down to the club, and there's a ghost that resides there, and that ghost is called Enoch.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not maybe. I know for 100% fact it's Enoch. 20 years we ain't won diddly squat. Every season we kept begging out for one or two players, and those tight-fisted guys in the board, right? Yeah, Levy and Co. Right? Yeah, with Levyland, rather spend the money on property developments than they would on what the fans care about. No pride, no to dare is to do. Yeah, to dare is to do on the property portfolio. Yeah. We're a really good football club. We own so much property.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't even get me started there. I'm very positive.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Guma thinks, right, that there is somewhat affected to social media. Even if they don't use it, they're probably hearing things from their teammates. Not just their teammates, but their friends, their families. If they got children, their girlfriends, their wives. They have social spheres of theirs. They're getting flack. We pass the flack on to them.
True.
Okay, I think that's one of the reasons why I think Dali Ali probably went out with Pep's daughter. Right, Mr. DP says, let's try it. I love Harry Winks as a player. There, Eugene. Bet he is still crap versus Palace. There's your positive energy.
Yes.
I think we have to give a little bit more time than just 2 seconds after you write the word "I love Harry Winks." You have to give it a bit of an effect to Winks. Maybe Winks is the wrong player to kind of put that onto. Scott said, I went away for 15 minutes and come back and Mr. K is still talking about curry. Okay, Jamie believes that to dare is to do one. Right,
to do one.
And Bob Spur, as always, is saying piss off, Jamie.
Yeah, hi Bobby.
Yeah, I think that was from the previous statement there. Over here, Toffee over here, right? Yeah, Toffee 20 saying Nuno's hardline approach, right? Yeah, and axing the likes of Ori and Sissoko will go a long way to improving the mentality and focus of the team. Now, Eugene, was that a Nuno thing? Was that a club thing, or was that a Paratici thing?
I think it'd be more or less a Nuno and Paratici thing, right? Because Nuno has to identify where the weaknesses are. So I guess these two players more or less has been highlighted as what Paratici and Nuno says that part of the team players that they wanted to get out. And of course, the list of the players was much more wider. But of course, they couldn't get them out. In the end of the day, at least we got two of them out, right? This is considered part of the serious deadwood that we wanted out. So at least two has gone. Right, not counting, of course, Lamella and Toby.
Eugene, if it costs exactly the same amount, if it costs exactly the same amount, would you have swapped Oria for Winks?
Different position.
Yeah, right. But still crap player though. Yeah, still cost us games. Still losing momentum. But what's the point of 10 players on the pitch, right? Yeah,
but
really hard when one idiot, right? Yeah, is going to get the ball and then you know what? I'm not going to go forward. I'm going to go backwards now. I'm going to go sideways.
But wait, Mr.
Kill
K.
The game.
Don't forget, Mr. K. Nuno might not have to play him. If you look at our midfield, right, we have a lot of midfielders in there.
Hold on, wait. My point is that forget about the positions as such. You talk about waste of space.
If you take a waste of space, right, you must well get rid of all of them, but we can't, right? It takes time. You can't get rid of all of them in one window.
So do you think that basically when it comes, so do you believe that when it comes to club cohesion, the dressing room, that it's better to take away Sissoko and Oria as a combo, so that way you've eradicated the whole thing. As opposed to taking away Sissoko, taking away Winks, and leaving Davis and Oria. So now what's happened, right? Yeah, is that Oria and Sissoko have left, and we got Winks and Davis left. So I think it's basically choose one pairing, right? So short end of the stick by someone.
It's always the short end of the stick for someone. Right.
I'm glad though. I'm glad they're out. Look. We may have made a little bit of a loss, right? Yeah, with Oria, but let's just move on. Move on. I think it's so much better if we can get the teams, to come together.
Yes.
That's the only way we're going to get through this.
Yes.
That's the only way we're going to get through this. Jamie likes to tell Bob Spur TV, I've had my first piss off from Bob. I finally made it. And it happened right here on this stream.
On Talk to K.
Talk to K. And Bob Spur TV, big up to you. Thank you for coming down, leaving some comments. How do Spurs handle our Argentina players next month when they get called up for the international game? We asked that 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. We asked that 1 hour ago.
1 hour ago.
Yeah.
I guess this time they'll say no, right? Unless
no. Go on.
No, I guess no. What Bob's saying, will we release them again for the next international break next month?
I think we discussed it before, and we turned around and said that there needs to be a better communication between FIFA, FA, the countries. Basically the management teams.
Yeah.
They need to be talking to one another.
Yeah.
A lot more. And there needs to be clarity as to where they're going. I think this is a shenanigan that's occurred, right? Yeah, because they were playing Brazil. I think this is gangster. The way they did it, it's like the players have turned up. They're on the team sheet. You don't need to wait for them to get onto the pitch before you go and arrest them.
Mr. K, it's a trap.
Yeah,
it was a trap. Maybe I don't know, some political thing going on between Brazil and Argentina.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe they weren't happy that Argentina won the Copa in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it's
can I correct this statement?
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Gate is saying that the French mafia has lost some of its power in the dressing room. The only people that were in our dressing room that used language like that were the Welsh.
Oh yeah.
And they were blatant about it.
Oh.
As if they got like 15 people together in one place, right? Yeah, to call it a town. Cody Mack is saying, big up Brazil for ultimate housing.
Yeah.
But Jamie, you're right. It's lost its power in the dressing room. The Welsh mafia is gone as well. So these type of Welsh mafia, French mafia, the Jan Vertonghen and Tony,
Belgian mafia,
Toby, exactly all these different factions. Now it's one squad.
Click. Yeah. No more clicks.
Click.
Right.
No more separated squadding bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And I think Winks is that type of fella, right? Yeah, that's gonna suck up and try to be get with it. Okay.
Hopefully.
Davis, I believe he wants to perform. So he's given the opportunity, give him a chance, let him get on with it. I prefer if he disappeared, but unfortunately he's still there. What can you do? Yeah, let's just hope that Nuno gets a tune out of them. Cody Mack, big up Brazil. We already tried that one. No, hey. Toffee 20. I'm hoping Dombele benefits now. No distractions. We've said that 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
we certainly hope so. This is his opportunity. If Winks goes on, then I hope Dombele is on the bench.
Yeah.
Ready to come on, maybe do 20 minutes or whatever. I hope he gets an opportunity. I want to see a different Dombele. I want to see the same type of thing that Delhi's doing. I want to see it with Dombele. And I think that's what Nuno was trying to say, that he has to get that right in his head, to perform. Cody Mack is correcting our language.
Yeah.
He's saying that La Mafia preceded Welsh Mafia. The Welsh Mafia were emulating Aurea Sissoko and Dombele. We now have the Argentinian Mafia and maybe a Brazilian Mafia.
Yeah.
Emerson.
So true, Cody. Yeah, so true.
No, but Emerson and Lo Celso.
Emerson, Mora.
No, but listen. Mora. Emerson and Lo Celso used to play together. Right? And that's where we bought the Celso from. Yeah.
They used to play together?
Yeah, they used to play together. Just look at Batiste, right? Yeah. Look at Batiste in the 2 years ago. 2.5, 3 years ago. They were playing together.
Was Emerson there already? I don't think so.
No, he was there
already.
Yeah, okay. I checked it out. I saw him in the video. They hugged each other when they scored a goal. Jamie Gitt is saying, exactamundo, the division may have made a contribution to how we performed or didn't last season. So basically, this is what we're saying. We want to have one squad. And I think Nuno has definitely been doing something like that. He's bringing them back together, right? And maybe Paratici is wise enough to know this type of stuff. And he's gone up to Levy and said, listen, Levy, just let him go. Don't leave this smell in the dressing room. Just let them go. We need to show the fan base and the current team our intention.
Yeah.
If we let go of Aurier and lose that money on him, we're clearly showing our intention. And I think that's what's happened. Right. Cody Mack, say bring back Vinny as the enforcer. Yeah, you miss Vinny? I liked Vinny.
Yeah.
He was a nice boy. All right, he's Toffee 20, right? Yes, he's watched the highlights earlier, right? Yeah, Bale did some special stuff last season. Such a talent, that lad. It's too bad that he's forgotten all about his defensive capabilities that he used to be able to do. Okay, so I think right now under Nuno, right? Yeah, he wouldn't be able to do it. He wouldn't be able to get onto the pitch.
Yeah,
He wouldn't be able to. Last season he took a half a season to get himself ready to start playing games.
That's true.
And what did Jose say at the time? He says, well, my medical team can't find anything wrong with him, but he says he feels a bit of this. We can't do anything. We have to rely on the player. He's a professional.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
And then at the end of the season, when they kicked Jose out, it's like, oh, well, Jose should have played him more. Should have let him play for 90 minutes. No, it took him a whole blooming year, right? Yeah, to get up to speed. It took him a whole year to get up to that point. He couldn't do 90 minutes at the beginning. He couldn't do 90 minutes halfway through the season. Towards the end of the season, that's when he could do suddenly 90 minutes because Euro's coming around the corner. Right?
True.
There's a lot of sheethousery that's been happening, right? Yeah. And it's so much easier to blame someone else. I'm not letting Jose off the hook. He did a whole lot of crap himself.
Yep.
Oh, my days, guys. Cody Mack misses Vinny. Bob Spur TV and in Gil, Scarlett,
Tanganga, Romero, Emerson, Sa. Right.
I think this is
Building
the
for
statement
the
that was
future,
made. Yeah.
No, it's a new one.
Okay,
Building
right. So
for the future
basically,
mafia.
yeah. So I think we have
No,
got.
to tell the
I'm
truth, right,
excited.
No, we should be called the Spurs Mafia, right? Not
The problem is
French
this, right?
Mafia
Yeah.
and all that, yeah.
The problem is this, Eugene. We can see the potential of the type of squad that we're putting together, but the problem is that's building for the future. What about now?
Now we suffer.
Mr. K, if you made a gentleman's agreement, would you honor it? And what would you do if someone broke it?
Yeah. In the mafia sense or what?
No. Basically, it says there's a gentleman. No, it says gentlemen's. So that means you need two gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first of the criteria.
Yeah. One of is not a gentleman.
And if it has anything to do with money, what's in your hands you can control. What's not in your hands you cannot control. So you can promise something, but if it's something that you have to acquire to give, you may not be able to acquire it. So maybe your gentleman's agreement could be broken. Okay. But if it's an agreement that you should do something based upon a certain set of circumstances and nothing stops you from being able to do so, then that's poor. That's poor. And maybe when the club turned around to Romero and Lo Celso and said, listen, guys, you guys can go, but you can only play one game. Is that you guys are only going to play one game? They said, yeah, we're only going to play one game. Yeah. And then the second game happens to be against Brazil. Yeah, but come on, really? The people at the club don't know that these Argentinians ain't going to play against Brazil? I mean, seriously, the club didn't know they're going to play Brazil? Doesn't know that these people are going to represent Argentina and they're definitely going to want to go and play against Brazil? Lo Celso, just in case Messi doesn't want to take a free kick, Lo Celso might take his second free kick in his life. Right? It's a trick question. Mafia, more like Pisofia. I love the way Cody plays with words. Jamie get Charlie Kane, Peep Show, Mopper, Upper Mafia. We're carrying on from the curry, right? Eugene, what time is it? 8:30 a.m.?
Yes, 8:30 a.m. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. K, for not answering my question. You're welcome. Anytime. I think we had an agreement not to answer that, right?
Gentlemen's agreement.
Maybe if you ask the question properly, like tell me what it's about, put some context, put some flair into it. Oh, what do you know, Eugene? It's 20 past. We have to clip the show. Sorry, Cody Mac. We can't answer it. Listen, let's quit all that stuff. I'm going to one last thing. I was going to hopefully end with Toffee 20. Gentleman's agreement is such a bullshit phrase. Can't believe Kane used that one. Did you hear Kane coming out on TV and saying gentleman's agreement, Eugene? Did he tweet gentleman's agreement? Did he come out in a video and say it? Did he put it on ESPN? Did he release a public statement about a gentleman's agreement? Who made that statement?
True. I can't.
Who knows?
I can't even think.
We don't know, but apparently everyone out there seems to know absolutely everything. No one does gentleman's agreements.
Who said that?
Why do we expect loyalty from the players towards the club if we don't? If we want loyalty from the players towards the club, you want something for them to put it in for the club, then surely there's certain principles of character that you expect from the players as role models to others. Right? So yes, it is a bullshit phrase. And I'm sorry that the world today laughs at this. This is called integrity. And the world is laughing at integrity. Mr. K, is your word your bond? That's hard, isn't it? This has become an ethical question. Right? I don't want to end the show on a sour note. Please don't make me go that way. Because I'm Cody's 51. Eugene is like 52, 53. We've seen enough lies given by people of top positions of responsibility who are not meant to lie. We've been given examples all our lives. They're still happening today. Forget what you, me, and some footballer does. There's far more important people in this world, and they constantly lie.
True. Constantly.
Yeah. And you want examples. I don't want to deal that way. Cody, I don't want to go that way. Sorry, mate. I'm gonna look, guys. Let's send some positive energy towards our team. Let's hope that the boys that Nuno does put onto the pitch can come together. Let's not be frightened of what could possibly occur. Yeah? Let's not run to the hills. Let's not lose our legs. Let's be brave. Let's be courageous. Should we dare to support our club regardless of the odds against it? Or should we give up on the players and run away to the hills? Point fingers at them and start blaming things. I think maybe we can, but this particular moment, let's show our support towards the club. Let's give a little positive energy. I know things ain't perfect, right? But what is going on with Cody Mack and his? Is he trolling me?
Maybe. That's what Cody does, right? Hi, Cody. How's the cake? How's the bread going?
Cody, look, Cody. You know what I can do? Look, it's 2 hours and 23 minutes right and a half right on the stream. If you want to pop on for like maybe 3-4 minutes and maybe have this little conversation, then please do so. But I would like to go with Gaguma saying yes, positive energy towards the team, right? And Toffee 20 who says in Nuno we trust, right? And Cody Mack says he's not a troll. I mean, sorry, he's not trolling. It looks, that beard and stuff, a little bit trolly. Right. So basically, what Cody's saying, Cody, I think is he working right now? Is he currently at work, or is he finished? Or has he finished work right now? Is he on his way home?
Before going to work.
Okay,
Cody started work, and he's before going to work. No, he's finished work.
Okay, PM, so maybe that's why it's
PM
free.
there, yeah.
Okay.
That's why it's free, yeah.
Bob Spur TV is saying, is Levy's word his bond?
Bond.
Right. Right, just in case, but everyone might be wondering that is a word that describes someone's backside in a different language. Right, and Mr. There was one person over here, Mr. DP. He's still trying to love Harry Winks.
Yeah.
Listen, Mr. DP. Mr. DP's got a bigger heart than I have.
Yeah.
Right, trust me. I'd say in Nuno we trust. Yeah. And good luck, Winks. The text is over there. But you know, no, look. Let's give all the boys the benefit of doubt until they mess it up completely. But I thought he already did. Anyway, Scott is saying 51, 53. After all the cooking and the geography talk, we end the show with talking to seniors. And Cody's saying that there's a 12-hour difference in he's at home.
Yeah, he's at home. Yeah.
All right, 12-hour difference.
Work. Yeah.
Spazwation needs a beard.
Oh, can't grow one. Sorry. Genetically.
You grow a moustache though, can't you?
I
You
can
go
grow
for the older
goatee and a mustache. Yes, goatee and mustache. I can grow one. Yeah, but not a beard.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to end this on the last. One second. Before the last one, Nuna has walked out of the frying pan and into the fire. Poor guy. Not yet.
Let's see.
He hasn't lost a game yet.
Yeah, Crystal Palace.
Jamie he has lost a game. He's lost the European one, but he won the second leg. Anyway, but in terms of league now, Jamie Git. I'm going to end on this. Jamie Git.
Yeah.
Positive energy to. Oh, he's done me. He's done me again. Right, I'm going to finish reading it out. Jamie Git is saying positive energy to Harry Korma.
Yes.
Hugh Ming Dansak.
Yes.
Lucas Buna.
Yes.
Steven Masala, Pierre-Emile Jaffrezi, and all the rest.
Okay.
And Cody's telling me the show must go on. Then I think you should definitely host it. And
you should jump
this
on. This
one over here is probably the best thing you could ever end on. Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Right. Eugene starting at right back on Saturday. Right. Okay, in goal. Listen, Eugene, let's get rid of this.
No, wait. I can't break COVID protocols. I'm in Malaysia.
Okay, so I'm going to get rid of those comments. And Eugene.
It's been a show. Right.
2 hours and 2.5 hours. A bit longer than I expected.
Yeah. But that's what we do, right? Don't forget, we spend about 1 hour talking about food, right?
Us?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Us, yeah.
Everyone out there. I hope there was a bit of an education there. I hope some people learned something. I don't know what it was that they were supposed to be learning, but I'm hoping they learned something. I think you learned that PAL, P-A-A-L, or sometimes maybe someone spells it with an F, I don't know. FAL, F-A-A-L, but I call it P-A-A-L, PAL. Is one of the hottest curries you can possibly ever have.
And
Guguma, and Cody says that he would never ever troll me. Seriously. Yeah. Right. And Guguma, she's saying, thank you. Love the show.
Thank you.
So much fun.
You. Yeah. Thank you, Guguma.
And all you viewers out there, thank you very much for tuning in. And all the viewers in the future that are watching this in some future state, thank you very much for clicking onto this video to have a look at it. If you are watching this in the future, please, if you can, like, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when we're going out live. And incidentally, just to let you know, we go live at 11 o'clock every Tuesday night. The second thing is, if you are currently watching, and you're wondering what on earth we've been all talking about, and you think it's absolutely gobbledygook that we've been talking about, pretty much I think you're 70% absolutely true. As long as we don't mention the word haggis and curry again, right?
I think it'll be okay.
And basically, Toffee20 saying thanks a lot for the Corella recommendation. Listen, Corella, you have to scrape off the outside, right, and get the seeds out from the middle, make it as thin as possible, then stuff it with keema, get some string, wrap it around the outside, and then chuck it into a pan when you're cooking curry base.
Oh, keema. All right.
Yeah, mincemeat. Sorry, I said keema. Mincemeat.
Yeah, mincemeat. Yeah,
right.
Mincemeat.
And Cody Mac thinks that we could have some curried haggis.
Oh,
you know what?
Have they tried it?
We have some Scottish fans. We could ask them: do they know anyone that's actually made a curried haggis?
Fusion.
Because a lot of Asians in Scotland.
Yeah, fusion.
Right. And Guguma saying that she's learned a lot. Thank you, Mr. K and Eugene, and also Mr. DP.
Yep. Thank you,
Eugene. I'm coming up towards even though I see what's happened with the injuries and maybe possible suspension, isolation and so on. I still believe that this season's different.
Yeah, this season is different. The feeling is different. Everything is feeling different, right? But we still got one more international game to play, right? Don't forget, Harry Kane still got to play against playing against Poland away, if I'm not mistaken. So just fingers crossed.
That's going to be a tough match.
Yeah,
they're not exactly a walkover. You can't exactly walk over them, but you know, they're another team that's got like an amazing striker, right?
Lewandowski.
Yeah, they're just like Kane.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's why I said, So like I said, there's still one more match to go. So don't count our chicklets before it hatches. So the season has started well. We've been 3-0, clean sheets all the way. Keep up the positive energy towards the team, towards Nuno. It doesn't matter what happens, you know, who plays or who doesn't play, right? If the team and the squad, if Nuno can build it and can develop it properly with the positive energy given by the fans, right? I do see we can go far, right? Top 4, possible, right? Winning a trophy is one of my expectations this season.
Eugene, if we wanted to get top 4, we're going to have to knock one of those 4 teams out of the way, right? Liverpool, Man United, Man City, or Chelsea.
Yeah.
Out of those 4 teams, which team do you think we can knock out of the way?
Liverpool.
Really?
Yeah. To tell the truth, I see Liverpool weak this season because they have not actually broadened their depth. They
haven't strengthened their teams up.
Yeah.
Well,
so
Eugene, I think if that's the only way we're going to get into top 4, then that's the only way we're going to get into top 4. I don't see Oli at the wheel right here, crashing his bus. He's got way too much quality in that squad.
Unless Ronaldo doesn't perform to what Ronaldo performs, but of course we don't see that, right? And then if Ronaldo is there and Oli can't perform, then you know the blame game will start, right? The fans will go crazy. Glaziers are just waiting for something to bust up. So let's see what happens there. All right. And of course we're not going to talk about Chelsea and MCT. Okay, so those two are more or less secured in the top 4 position. So hard to say about MU. There's a very good way to go positive, but it can turn negative very fast too if something happens.
I think we have a new understanding in this squad of togetherness, of backing each other up with aggression, right? Which is done on the pitch. I think Nuno is instilling that type of, you know, get in there and don't be a wimp.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, Cody's asking, do you think that Nuno will instill a sense of nastiness for when we face the top sides?
I think he already has.
I think he already has. Yes, you're absolutely right. I think we have.
I think he's really has.
I don't think Ronaldo's going to backfire. I think he's a quality player, brother.
I don't think Ronaldo is going to backfire. I think Ole will backfire.
You mean the way he plays the tactics and when he does the subs and what he's doing active in the game itself when it's going on, when the plan's not working and someone's countering his plan. Does he know how to mix it up? Does he know how to change it around? Well, look at the players he's got, man. He could do whatever he wanted to.
Well, really. Unless Alex Ferguson is actually, you know,
Danny Van Der Beek. He hasn't even featured that much for that team yet. I mean, we would love to have him in our team.
We'd love to have a lot of other players in our team too. Okay.
You know, there's a lot of small comments which have come up regarding Dali Ali and pull-ups and things like that. But Eugene, I think we just need to call it a rest for the day. Fans out there, thank you very much for watching our show. Absolutely fantastic. Eugene over here, right?
You guys,
Eugene, what show are you in next?
Okay, the shows that I'm going to be in next will most probably be on L Talk Tottenham with Chris this coming Friday if he's doing one. That will be most probably around. That's on Chris' channel.
Which Chris?
That will. Chris from L Talk Tottenham. Chris.
Let's Talk Tottenham. L Talk Tottenham. Yeah.
L Talk Tottenham. Right. That's usually.
He's a brilliant. I love his interviews. He's an amazing guy.
That usually is about 12:30 p.m. GMT. Right. And of course, my normal Sunday show, 1 p.m. GMT this Sunday. Right. Most probably we'll be talking post-match about the Crystal Palace game. Right.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes on Crystal Palace. So at least this Saturday, I will have a proper watch of the game. Right. Yeah. Not doing a watch along in the stream and going to do the 5 shows in one stream show. 5 shows in one stream. Right. I'm gonna get some rest, lie down, and have a good match and watch it on Saturday.
Brilliant, Eugene.
And of course, Sunday, you're not subscribed to Spursversion TV, right? Come over and subscribe to Spursversion TV. Join me on Sunday, 1 p.m. GMT. That's when I start. And usually the show goes on for about 3 hours. So let's see how it goes.
This one's turned into 2.5 hours, and we might even get to three hours. Just in case anybody's wondering, these type of headphones which I'm wearing, they've got big hollows in here, and they go around my ear, so they don't squash my ear in any way. They just go around it. You can wear these things for hours, and you won't feel any type of discomfort whatsoever. Okay, and they are pretty much heavy duty. You can throw them around the floor, knock them about, and they're still going to work. Just in case you viewers out there are wondering, I don't have any trendy headphones. These I've had for absolute ages. They do the job that they're supposed to do. But Eugene, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Thank you very much. I hope to see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Thank you very much. Look, Eugene, this is just as much your show as it is mine. Honestly, I'm not joking. Right? It's the way I look at it. Right? Yeah, is that all the Spurs content creators are helping one another, coming onto each other's shows. I think that's really amazing.
Mr. K, it's just not your show and my show; it's our show.
I think that's absolutely right. The fans out there.
The comments.
It's your show.
It's your show. Our show. Dr. K is our
all
show.
Of ours. I think that's wonderful. Wonderful way to end there. Right? Talk to you. Oh, talk to Eugene. Could that format work, Eugene? Do you think there could be a show called Talk to Eugene, or do you think Talk to K is good enough because it's just 2 and a K and that's it?
Talk to K is better, right? Talk to Eugene will be very long. You'll be on the Asian time.
Brilliant, Gene. Okay, then viewers out there, we're going to bring this stream to an absolute end. Thank you very much for all the comments that you've put inside the live chat stream. Thank you very much to all of the fans out there which have been putting comments in there. And if you haven't not had the opportunity to maybe like this, like it. So just let me know how you feel about this particular show. If you think it's absolutely crap, write a comment. Let me know. I'd really like to improve the show if possible. I can't do it without your help. Okay? So how do we end the show? How should we end the shows from now on? Eugene?
I will say, come on, you Spurs.
Brilliant. I like that too. Come on, you Spurs. I'm going to stick on something at the end just to give. Now, if you're listening with headphones on, you might want to put the volume down just a touch. Thank you very much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go now.